Gobble, gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. How is everybody doing out there in the land of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter? I believe we're on Twitch. I can't remember. I don't know. How you guys doing? Do me a favor, everybody. Put down in the comment section OTVO. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. I want to show you guys something today that it might just change your mind a little bit about the coppers, and gonna let you guys all know how the coppers are our friends. Everybody hit the like button. If you would, please. You may have to close the chat to hit the like button, but if you would, it would just take you 1 second. Hit the like button. I didn't know how many people would be here today. I hope that everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody's having the happiest of Thanksgivings. And I hope you're with your family right now. I'm doing my absolute best to get to my family. I just wanted to spend a little time with y'all, and I wanted to show you guys some things. A couple different videos I want to show you today. So this video right here is going to come to us from the AAMVA Communications. I don't know what that stands for. Does anybody know what the does anybody know what AAMVA stands for? Let me see. What is AAMVA stand for? The American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators. So that's the video we're going to look at today. This video right here. And I want you to notice something, how nice and polite the police officers are in this video. Do me a favor, hit the like button for the love of God, if you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherries on top. You know, I feel amazing today. I feel amazing. I feel empowered. There are so many of you who I've spoken with on the phone in the past few days, calling you about your order, making sure everybody's order got there, frantic, I contracted out a company, a print shop, and they had a shipping snafu. And so I just had to straight horse buckle that, man. I just had to get it handled. You have no idea. Say something good. Say something good, says Jason Ellis. Say something good. Something good. Will you hit the like button now? I'll say something good. How about this? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give everybody a free 5A cop card with any purchase today. Anybody who purchases anything from my website today on deletelaws.com, I'm going to give you a free Fifth Amendment cop card. I'm going to mail it to you. Go to deletelaws.com right now during the live stream. I'm going to give this bad chicken to you for free for any order. I sell these for $30, but you know what? I'll give it to you for any order. Claudette, what's going on? Claudette said, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to friends and family. What is going on out there? It's good to see everybody. Charlie, I'm a little busy, buddy. Can you come over on this side if you want to come up? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go, little guy. There you go, Charlie. There's the little bear. Okay, Charlie. He wants to lick and kiss and hug and say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, Charlie. Can I get to work now? Am I allowed to get to work now? You're going to have to go get in the bag. Go get in the bag. Get in the bag. All right, let's get into this video. This is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I thought I would share it with you guys. This is pretty much the most. Dan is here. Leroy is here. What is going on? Victor. Lebu is here. Tommy is here. Tommy Mansfield. What's going on? Casey is here. Delete the elite. Mike is here. What is going on? Dennis is here. Man, the whole crew is here. Okay, so Chevy, what's going on, Chevy? Shakur Capital, what is going on? What is going on out there? How is everybody? How is everybody? Lebu, Kevin Gordon is here. Man, the whole crew is here. I guess, are you guys the I wouldn't say I'm the outlier. Yeah, I guess I would say I'm the outlier of my family. I would say that I'm definitely different than almost everybody. This is Miracle Tutoring here said, I pray for the coppers that they may understand that what they are doing is not serving God and the people. We know that. We know that. But I want to just, Dennis, thank you for the kind words. Beautiful to read that, my friend. Beautiful to read that. Chris is here. What's going on, Chris? Good to see everybody. All right, let's get into this video a little bit, and you guys tell me your thoughts, okay? I'll stop this as Dude Audits. What's going on, my friend? I'll stop this as soon as I possibly can, Paul Hatton. I'll stop this as soon as I can. Yeah, I'm pretty outspoken myself. I don't know if I quite fit in the round hole in the round peg. You know what I'm saying? Did everybody hit the like button? Hit the like button. Just take your finger, and it's a thumbs up thing down there. You hit the like button. What that does is that signals to YouTube that you enjoy the content you're seeing, and it tells the algorithm to shine the light upon the knowledge that we're going to share today. So let's get into this. Let's get into this, and you guys tell me if you see where this is just a little bit not true. What to do and expect when you're pulled over by the cops.
Part of an officer's job is to conduct traffic stops when the officer has a reasonable suspicion of a traffic or criminal violation by the driver or a passenger.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't know we'd be stopping it quite so soon, but let's listen to this again.
Part of an officer's
job
is to conduct traffic stops when the officer
has
a reasonable suspicion of a traffic or criminal violation.
That goes against our Fourth Amendment. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. Never does it say that the government can be reasonably suspicious of you and stop you to check your papers. That is not in the Constitution. That is not in the Bill of Rights. That's fundamentally false. It's completely and utterly a lie.
Traffic stops when the officer has a reasonable suspicion of a traffic or criminal violation by the driver or a passenger.
That's just not true. That's Terry versus Ohio. The automobile administrators, whatever this is called, this is completely and utterly untrue. And it's fake and it's a lie. And the whole lie that we're living under is that a government agent can be reasonably suspicious of you and then they can stop you. That is just complete bullshit. That's bullshit from the top to the bottom. There's no part of that that's true. When you hear the term reasonable articulable suspicion, I want you to say to the person saying that, that's not part of our Fourth Amendment. That's from Terry versus Ohio in 1968. And now they've extended it. A cop can stop you if he's reasonably suspicious of you. That's going to be the 1996 case of Wren versus United States, which is, of course, an extension, or the jurisprudence is based on the 1968 holding of Terry versus Ohio. It's fundamentally a lie.
Being stopped by an officer can be a stressful experience for the driver and passengers. It can be stressful for the officer too. For the purposes of this video, the term officer is used to mean a state trooper, a city police officer, or a county deputy sheriff. In this video, we'll explain what you should do if you are pulled over by a law enforcement officer. Knowing what to do and what to expect during the stop will help you stay safe and make the experience less stressful for everyone.
Knowing what to do, unfortunately, we have to set up such a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that are greater or equal to what the pigs are doing. And if you do not set up that rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols, you could die. You could die during the traffic stop because you didn't set up for yourself a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that you will follow. If you don't follow a very rigid set of procedures, you might die during a traffic stop, and that's not what she's saying. So it's just more propaganda.
When you see the emergency lights behind you, The most important thing to do is to stay calm. If you are pulled over, here is what you should do. Activate your turn signal and pull off the highway or to the side of the roadway as soon as it is safe to do so. Turn off the engine.
She says as soon as it is safe to do so. So when is it safe? When is it safe to pull the car over? When is it safe? I don't know when I don't know when safe is. Do you know when safe is? Can someone explain to me in the comment section? She said,
Here is what you should do.
Here's what you should do when a cop pulls up behind you with emergency lights on. Let's see what they say you should do.
Activate your turn signal.
Activate your turn signal. And that tells him what? That you're going to pull over?
And pull off the highway or to the side of the roadway as soon as it is safe to do so.
As soon as it is safe to do so. So what does that mean exactly? I'm not sure what does as soon as it's safe to do so? What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. As soon as it's safe to do so, safe for who? As soon as it's safe for me to do so? Because if it's safe for me, I'm going to wait till I pull over to a well-lit area that has lights and cameras out on the outsides of the building so that I feel safe. She said, as soon as it's safe to do so, turn on your blinker
Signal and pull off the highway or to the side of the roadway as soon as it is safe to do so.
Safe for who? What is safe? Safe for who? When am I safe? You got a guy behind me with emergency lights on, all my constitutional rights that are given to me by God, only recognized by this government, they're all gone. I can be grabbed. I can be patted down. I can be put in torture cuffs. I can be put in the back of a torture car. And so then what is safe for me? When is safe? Safe for me is when the cop is no longer behind me, when I don't have to deal with a jackboot thug pig. I'm not sure when safe is. I'm just a little bit confused. When exactly is the safe part for me? I'm not sure.
Turn off the engine and turn off the radio or any other audio devices. Stay in your vehicle unless the officer tells you to get out of the vehicle. Keep your hands on the steering wheel or in a visible location so they are easily observable.
You have to break yourself like a bitch. You have to make sure the copper can see your hands so he's not scared. That's where we are. Cops are so scared that you gotta hide. You make sure your hands are visible, like I say. And remember, this is from the Automobile Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators. It's a tax-exempt nonprofit organization developing model programs in motor vehicle administration, law enforcement, and highway safety. And so they're pretty new, I think.
Turn on your interior lights if you are pulled over at night.
Turn on your lights so the cops can see in your car. That's their guidance to you?
To make it easier for you and the officer to see. The officer may also use a spotlight for additional visibility.
He'll put a spotlight in your eyes. The cop's going to put a light in your eyes. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for sticking the light in my eyes.
The officer may come up to your vehicle on either side.
He could come up on either side. You got to be okay with that.
When the officer approaches, remember to lower the window nearest the officer so you and the officer can better communicate.
Okay, we don't want to communicate. That's not how we work over here at Team DLZ. I don't know what the hell this lady's talking about. They get the trifold in their face. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. They get the trifold in their face backed up by the camera. I'm not rolling my window all the way down because I don't trust that jackboot thug pig. You show them the trifold immediately. Immediately. You don't. What did she say? What were her exact words?
Come up to your vehicle on either side. When the officer approaches, remember to lower the window nearest the officer so you and the officer can better communicate.
But what are we communicating? I'm not sure what we're communicating. What's the communication about? I don't want to communicate with him. The old way used to be, why did you pull me over? Do you know why I pulled you over? Do you know how fast you were going? You don't say that anymore. You don't do that anymore. That was 2022. We don't do that anymore. Now, the moment the cop pulls you over, you immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You have your license, registration, and proof of ID all up in the visor. It's ready to go. Everything's up in your broccoli wad rubber band, right up in your visor. Cop pulls you over. You got your camera in your left hand. You got your stuff in you got your items in your left hand. You got your camera in your right hand. You're at touchdown position. Cop comes up, you give him your license, registration, proof of insurance. The only communication I'll be doing is you got my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent right in your face. And that's all. I'm not sure what this lady's talking about. I'm a little bit confused by her.
Wait for the officer's instructions before reaching for your driver's license or vehicle documents.
Look, they got it right there for you. You see it? It says it right there in black and white. Don't reach for your driver's license or documents until the pig has told you to do so. You will break yourself from the beginning of this stop until the end of this stop. You will pull over immediately. You will put your window down. You will put it down so you can communicate with the officer. Don't reach for your documents, because the cops in America shoot people. They kill people. They're killing people in our country. That's what they do. They can't wait to shoot you. They can't wait to say, officer involved shooting. One down, calling for medic as they pace back and forth as you bleed out on the ground. Your license, your registration, your proof of insurance go in your visor with this fancy broccoli wad rubber band that I put in the envelope for you. Everything is already pre-laminated, whether it's laminated closed like mine or it's in a slip you created at Kinko's. Everything goes up in your visor like this, exactly like this. I'm showing you the step by step. Phone goes in the right hand, propped up right there. Now the copper can see. The copper can see everything that I'm doing. Everything that I'm doing right here, the copper can see. There it is, right there. I got my light on me so I don't get shot. Cop walks up to me. I don't give a damn rat's ass about this pig, about his process. I don't respect him. I don't like him. I don't give a shit what he says. The moment that pig walks up, he gets my license registration right in his mug. There it is, pig. There it is. And now from there, if he says anything else, you know how fast you were going? Do you know why I pulled you over? You're going to get the Fifth Amendment right in your face. And I'm going to say, I plead the Fifth Amendment, my right to remain silent. I'm showing it to the camera so I can show it to the judge. I plead the Fifth Amendment, my right to remain silent. I've said it twice, pig. I'm not going to be saying it a third time. I won't be taking any questions without my lawyer present. So don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me if I have a firearm. I'll take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I need to provide by law is in the slip that I just threw across the room. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. She's not talking about the America you and I live in.
On either side.
So the cop can approach on either side.
When the officer approaches, remember to
do these checklist things.
Lower the window.
Lower your window all the way down. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not lower the window all the way down. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not lower the window all the way down. 1 for me. Let me put my 1 in the chat. I crack my window 3 inches. I do not lower the window all the way down. I don't do that because I don't trust jackboot thug pigs who sign up to a Death Star.
Nearest the officer, so you and the officer can better communicate.
The only communication that pig is going to get from me is my camera in his face and me saying I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then you shut the front door. The cop wants to kill you. The cop can't wait to pull his gun out. The cop can't wait to taser you. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm telling the truth. The cop can't wait to shoot you with his taser. The cop can't wait to attack you with a dog. Can't wait. And as the dog's biting and gnawing on your bones, he's going to say, stop resisting. Stop resisting. As the dog is biting you. The dog is biting you. And the cop is screaming, stop resisting. What'd you do wrong? You listen to this ridiculous organization. You listen to the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators. They're a nonprofit. Where do they get their money from, do you think? Do you think they get their money from the government? I'll bet they do. I'll bet they do. I'll bet they get a grant. I'll bet they get a grant from the Fraternal Order of Police. I'll bet that's where their grant comes from. I bet they get grant money from the government in a couple different ways. That's what I'll bet. I'll bet you. I'm just curious. What do you guys think? You think they get grant money? I think they get grant money.
Wait for the officer's instructions before reaching for your driver's license or vehicle documents.
You can't even get your documents without getting permission from the government. The American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators, they're a nonprofit. They're telling you, don't reach for your documentation, whatever you do. Don't reach for your documentation.
Be sure to follow all the officer's instructions.
Get on your knees and follow all instructions. Give his balls a bath with your tongue. That's your daddy. That's your daddy right there. You know how you pray to God in heaven? That's your God right there. That's God right there. God is at your window. He's in charge of everything. She's in charge of everybody. Once the car is pulled over, everybody in the car is detained.
This applies to any passengers in the vehicle as well.
Follow all instructions of the officer, no matter what he says. Do as you're told. Do as you're told. You want to get home to Thanksgiving? You better watch your attitude.
This is what you can typically expect from an officer who pulls you over.
This is what we can typically expect? Well, let me open it big. Let's take a look at it. This is what we can typically expect from an officer. Let's take a look.
The officer should explain why you were stopped.
Oh, he's going to explain why he was stopped? You mean he's not going to play that game of, do you know why I pulled you over? Do you know how fast you were going? How many people, put a 1 in the chat, if a jackboot thug pig has played that game with you? Do you know, did you stop at that stop sign back there? Do you know how long I was following you? Do you know that how fast you were going? Did you know that I saw you get on the freeway without coming to a full stop? How many people have had that game played with the pigs? But she says what I can expect is that he's going to explain it to me. But is that how it's going? Is that the way it's going? That is not how it's going at all whatsoever. What to expect?
Typically expect from an officer who pulls
This is what you can typically expect is what she's saying.
you over. The officer should explain why you were stopped.
Good morning. My name is Trooper Cervantes with the Arizona Highway Patrol. Reason for the stop today is I got you going 70 in a posted 55 zone, and I also noticed that your registration is expired.
I'm sorry, I'm running late for work, and I didn't know my registration was expired.
May I have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please?
Sure.
The officer will return to your vehicle and will typically...
What? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What? What did he just say? What? Let's open it big. Let's take a look at this piggy's face. Let's look at the actor. Let's look at the actor they hired. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
I didn't know my registration.
should explain why.
Let's see. Have you ever in your life met a pig who walked up to you and said so gently and so sweetly,
Why you were stopped.
Good morning. My name is Trooper Cervantes with the Arizona Highway Patrol. Reason for the stop today is I got you going 70 in a posted 55 zone, and I also noticed that your registration is expired.
I'm sorry, I'm running late for work, and I didn't know my registration was expired.
May I have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please?
What a stupid joke. What a joke. They made this video and said, this is how the cops are going to talk to you. Put a 1 in the chat if that's not how the cops talk to us. Put a 1 in the chat if that's not how they talk to us. They come up to us with a bad attitude. They come up as though they are God, or they're terrified of us, with their hand on their gun, kind of peering around the corner before they play their game. You know why I pulled you over? You think you came to a full stop at that stop sign back there? Is there anybody else in the car? Grabbing for their gun every time. They're freaking terrified. Put a 1 in the chat if these cops are terrified. This kid, you could eat eggs off his face. He's so sweet. You could just take your scrambled eggs and just right off the kid's cheeks. He's such a loving young man. This is why he's an actor. He's a good-looking young man. Look at this kid. Nice, sweet, gentle eyes. What a nice kid they hired to be the actor to play the pig.
Registration was expired.
May I have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please?
Sure.
The officer will return to your vehicle and will typically explain whatever action is being taken. The officer may issue a warning, a traffic ticket, or take another necessary action. If the officer does not explain his or her actions, you may ask the officer to do so.
I'm issuing you a citation for your speed and your expired registration. There's a court envelope to assist you with anything else. Please check your mirrors as you pull back into the road and drive safe.
Thank you.
What a joke. Oh my God.
If you know there is a weapon in the vehicle, let the officer know during your first conversation.
Good morning. I'm Officer David Hightower with the Tempe Police Department. The reason I pulled you over today is for speeding. May I please see your driver's license, proof of insurance, and vehicle registration, please?
Officer, I want you to know that I have a gun in my glove compartment.
Boom, 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 boom. Right there. Bam, 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 bam. You just got shot. Why would you tell a pig you got a gun? Why would you tell a pig you got a gun? Why would you do that? Why would you tell a pig you have a gun? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you tell that pig that you have a gun? For what reason would that happen? I have no idea why you would tell a cop that you have a gun. If I threw this across the room here, let me grab it. If you have your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance on a laminated card, and everything is above your visor, and you don't have to open your glove box and you don't have to reach for anything, why in the world would you tell a pig? Why would you tell a pig you have a gun in the car? It is not in the Bill of Rights. It is not in the Constitution. It is not true. New York Pistol Gun Club versus Bruin 2022 overruled that you have to have a permit. You do not tell a cop that. You have your license, registration, and proof of insurance in your trifold that goes above your visor. If you cannot afford a trifold, one will be provided for you for free. You have to do the legwork to get your license, registration, and proof of identification up in your visor. I can't do that for you. I can do a lot of things. I can't print out your trifold that I emailed to you for free because you didn't buy it. I emailed it to you. You could buy one of these on my website on deletelaws.com. If you do go to my website and get one, I'm going to mail you right here. I'll show you. Let me show you. I'm going to mail you tomorrow along with these folks right here. These folks right here. Last week, I said, you order anything from my website, I'm going to give you my Fifth Amendment cop card and non-driver cop card for free. For free. These are the people right here. Mr. Prophet, you got one coming. Mr. Hanlon, you have one coming. Mr. Mejia, Fifth Amendment cop card coming. Mr. Stoltz, Mr. Drefahl, D-R-E-F-A-H-L, Mr. Scrubby in Ohio, you got one coming. Ms. Budden, you got one coming. Jode in PA, you got a free Fifth Amendment cop card coming. It never says on any of my materials for you to announce to the pig that you have a gun. It never says that. Have I ever taught anybody here ever tell the pigs you have a gun? Have I ever said that to anybody? Not one time ever in the history of me ever speaking out loud did I say for you to tell cops that you have a gun. That's not my role. My role is to lead. My role is to lead. My role is to tell you that you immediately pull your trifold out, invoke your Fifth Amendment right. My role is to tell you to get your stuff put together, get a copy of your... It happened to me today. I'm not going to go into detail about it. Scrooby? Is it Scrooby? Sorry, Scrooby. My role is to tell you to have everything prepared. I got pulled over today. I had my license, registration, and proof of identification on a card ready to go. Never had to reach in my glove box. I never told the cop I had a gun. No need to tell the cop I have a gun. Don't need to. Where does it say that in my Bill of Rights? Where does it say you have to tell the government that you have a gun? Never says that. Never says that. Never says that. You can use the trifold when you get pulled over. It works great. It works amazing. Or you can use the Fifth Amendment cop card if you just want to carry it in your wallet. It's the exact same step-by-step process. Step one's right there. Cop pulls you over. You start filming and say, I invoke my First Amendment right. It's upheld by Turner versus Driver. Step two, cop approaches and says anything. You tell him, while filming, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Step three, cop asks you to get out. Fine, I'll get out. Lock your door. Say, I do not consent to searches or seizures. He's using the 1977 case of Pennsylvania versus Mims. I give you the 5A cop card with your trifold for free. For free. I give this to you for free. For free. I give you two of them. I give you the driver card. I give you the non-driver card. See how it says non-driver in the upper right-hand corner? For free. I give them to you for free. Why do you think I do that? How come you think I do it? I can give you a hint. It's so that you live. You follow my step-by-step tutorial, you're more likely to live if you follow the step-by-step tutorial.
The reason I
Now let's watch this Bolsheviki a little bit further here.
pulled you over today is for speeding. May I please see your driver's license, proof of insurance, and vehicle registration, please?
Officer, I want you to know that I have a gun in my glove compartment.
Thank you for telling me of the handgun. I'm going to ask that you refrain from opening the glove box during this traffic stop.
What a load of crap. The cop loses his mind. He starts freaking out at the top of his lungs. He's losing his freaking mind. He's losing his mind on you. He's losing his freaking head right now. He's screaming and yelling at he's got a gun! He's got a gun!
May I please see your driver's license, proof of insurance, and vehicle registration, please?
Remember, wait for the officer's instructions before reaching for your documents. If your driver's license or other information is not easily accessible, advise the officer before trying to retrieve it.
My license is on my backpack on the back seat.
Okay, with your right hand, you may reach back, grab your backpack, place it on your lap, and retrieve your driver's license.
Here you go.
It's just, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. That is just so ridiculous. That is so stupid.
Back, grab your backpack, place it on your lap, and retrieve your driver's license.
And the cop doesn't bend over and look at his hand and what he's grabbing. He just reaches into the back, into the abyss. That is such a load of crap. This is a lie. Now he's just randomly, now he pulls his backpack up here. Now the other cop's not the other window trying to look in his backpack, trying to find him to charge him with a crime for some sort of possession or something.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
And he's got his license just on the top of his backpack. What a crap.
I'll be right back.
And then he turns his back. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get the hell out of my face. This is complete unadulterated. Jen said baloney. I'm going to go with the word baloney. What a load of Listen, y'all. The cops follow a set of policies, procedures, and protocols. They follow the same ones every time. You have to implement a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that you never deviate from. Do you think it was easy for me? Do you think it was easy? Do you think that I had to go down and buy this fake Denzel Washington identification off Hollywood Boulevard? And then I had to make this little thing that says registration, your current. This little thing that I made took me 30 minutes to put this together. It's obviously it's fake. Proof of insurance, your current proof of insurance. Okay. This took me 30 minutes. Why isn't yours set up this way? Why aren't you set up? Why aren't you set up so that you could be a touchdown position with your phone? This is how you got to be set up. I mean, I teach this to thousands of people. Thousands of people have the trifold in their car. I'm talking thousands, tens of thousands at this point have the trifold in their car. Why don't you? If you can't afford one of these, the $30 one, there's a $9 one you print at home. If you can't afford that, all you have to do is email me. I'll give this to you for free. I can't do this part for you. If you don't do this part and you reach into a dark compartment hole, bang, you're dead. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's very real. Someone emailed me the other day and they said to me, Chille, I went on your channel, I watched your live, and it was for like 3 hours, and you talked about the trifold and getting up in your visor and using your broccoli wad rubber band, but I didn't see you auditing cops. I didn't see you out there filming cops, and I used to see you out there filming cops. Yeah, I can go take on cops all day long. I love it. You might not have the chance to ever breathe again if you don't do it right. Why do you think I give my products away for free? Why do you think I do that? I don't have to. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you guys know that. I don't have to sit here and give away my products for free. I don't. Why do I do it? Because I don't want to see you die. I sit here with all this knowledge and then I watch your video and the cops beat the shit out of you because you didn't follow a set of policies, procedures, and protocols. You didn't have everything, your license, current registration, current insurance, up in your visor ready to go. You didn't have it done. Obviously, I failed at teaching you. And that's why you're in torture cuffs. It's my fault. You didn't listen. And I sat here and I screamed it and I said it. I smiled, I laughed, I danced. If you want, I'll do a little jig for you. Tell me what you want me to do. Get your ish set up. Get yourself set up. It's Thanksgiving weekend. You got 4 days. Get your booty down to Kinko's or FedEx or Office Max. Get your set up. I got pulled over today. You know what worked? A photocopy of my driver's license today worked. Today. I swear to Jesus Christ, I was pulled over this afternoon. I was put in torture cuffs. I filmed the whole thing. It happened today. They never had to look in my car because I had my license, my registration, and my proof of insurance and my trifold ready to go. Happened to me today. They pulled me out, put me in torture cuffs today. I'll let you guys know all the details of what's going on with that because, if you touch me as a pig, I'm suing you. So I'm going to sue those pigs 100%. Those pigs who I watch my channel tonight, you're definitely getting sued. I looked into it. The bullshit you were talking, you're getting sued for an illegal detainment. I'm suing every pig on the site. Every pig who was there. The supervisor who looked over to me, I can put you in torture cuffs if I want. Fine. You're facing a federal civil rights lawsuit. I'm suing your ass. Today. It happened to me today. You got to be set up. You got to be set up. If you go to my website, deletelaws.com right now, I will give you everything I sell for free. If you go to the inquiry form and say, I need that stuff for free, I email it to you and you print it out. If you want the one I ship to you, you buy it from my website. You could buy the $9 one. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that you go and get yourself set up for success. This is what matters. Having your stuff set up. Remember, the bread truck guy? 3 times we watched the pigs harass him. 3 times. 3 times he didn't have his insurance card ready to go. He had to look around his van. He was completely disheveled. Nicest guy ever. Nicest dude ever. Coolest guy ever. I sent him a trifold. I sent him 2 of the 5A cop cards, both non-driver and driver cop cards in the mail. It's already gone. I shipped them the next morning. I can't make you get set up. I can teach you how. I can give you my stuff for free. I can sit here on the line with you for hours and talk to you and teach you about touchdown position. Because that way you reach up to the visor, only to the visor, because you put everything under the broccoli wad rubber band. You reach to the visor. That's it. This is your actions. These are your actions. Total. My hands never go down. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Happy Thanksgiving, Rusty. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. To all the Team DLZ people who come here all the time, God bless each and every one of you. If you're atheist, bless you. if you're I think God covers all the religions. So I just wanted to say God bless each and every one of you. I just don't want to see you get shot. I don't want to see you get shot. I don't want to see that happen to you.
Some states have mobile driver's licenses, or MDLs. Here is what to do if you are pulled over and have an MDL.
Stop using your phone for a camera and show it to the cop instead. How ridiculous.
Good afternoon. I'm Corporal Thompson with the Florida Highway Patrol.
What? What? What is this casting? Let's watch her talk again.
And have an MDL.
Good afternoon. I'm Corporal Thompson with the Florida Highway Patrol. I stopped you because you were going 71 miles per hour in a 55 speed zone. I also noticed you weren't wearing your seatbelt. May I see your driver license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance, please?
Is that how it goes? What is this? Put a 1 in the chat if that is not how it goes. That is not how it goes.
Here's my vehicle registration and proof of insurance. Can I use my mobile driver license?
Yes. Show me your QR code, please. Okay. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
His hands were below.
Can I use my...
Look where his hands are. Look where the man's hands are. Your hands don't go there. That's not what that's not where your hands go. Your hands go up into a touchdown position. You are ready to go in the touchdown position. Everything you need to provide by law is already up here. Your other phone is facing you, filming. Your phone is facing you. It's filming you so we can see if anything happens to you. You are the most important thing in that entire equation. Your life, your being, your skin, your hair, your well-being is the most important thing we care the most about. So when that cop pulls up, you're already on camera. I'm talking to myself here. You're already filming yourself. When the cop comes up, I don't care what he says. I don't care if he says, why didn't you pull over when I put my lights on? I don't care if he says, do you know how fast you were going? I don't give a rip what he says. I don't care. All he's going to get is my license, registration, and proof of insurance right off the bat. Put that right in his hand. I even say, here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance. I don't care what he's saying. I'm going to ignore it. And then no matter what he says after that, I plead the Fifth Amendment. And that's what the cop gets from me. And that's all the cop gets from me. That's it in total. Now, I'm an activist, so I go at him. I don't want you to go at him. I want you to go home to your Thanksgiving family. I want you to go home to your son, to your daughter, to your wife. I don't have a wife. I don't have a daughter. I don't have a son. I'm not going home to my wife and daughter and son. You are, though. I need you to be able to wake up in the morning and go to work on Monday and do what you do, be in your routine. You do your role, I'll do my role. And your role is to live through the traffic stop. That's what your role is. And if you get anything from my website, deletelaws.com, I don't care what you purchase. If you purchase absolutely anything from my website right now during this live stream, I'm going to give you my Fifth Amendment cop card for the driver and the non-driver. Right now, I literally have the envelopes right here. I'm going to ship it to you tomorrow. It's going to go in the mail slot tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll get your 5A card tomorrow. I swear. Just leave your hands above the steering wheel. Use the touchdown position I'm teaching you. Do not put your hands down below the driver's window and think that this jackboot thug pig is not going to kill me. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Put a 1 in the chat if the cops will kill any one of us. Short, tall, skinny, fat, black, white, pimply, no pimples, big pores, small pores, green eyes, brown eyes, blue eyes, pink eyes. I don't care what color eyes you have. That cop will shoot you dead in 2 seconds flat. Not even. Bang! You're dead. How long? 1 second. Am I making things up or are we seeing it? Are we seeing it? We're seeing it, right? We're seeing it. Like I'm teaching you and we're seeing at the same time what I'm teaching is real. I guess I don't need to teach it. You guys can watch for yourselves. But what I'm instilling in you right now is a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that you follow exactly. And once I'm done invoking my Fifth Amendment right, no matter what he says, I don't care if he says, I think that you're an alien. Okay, great. Bam. I plead the Fifth Amendment. Don't ask me any further questions without my lawyer present. Ask me another question, you're violating your oath to the Constitution. It's all on camera. I hate them. I hate them. Ah! I mean, hate's a strong word. I strongly, completely, and utterly dislike police, every single part of them. Is that fair? Because I don't hate them. I don't hate. I don't like walk around. No, I'm on the line. I'm on the line. I think I kind of hate them. Put a 1 in the chat. If you hate them, put a 2 in the chat if you strongly dislike them. Put a 1 in the chat if you hate them. I just want to see. Does anybody, because do I hate them? Does hate mean that I wish people dead? I don't wish them dead. I want them to find the light. I want them to find God as I did. I found God and I've never been better. As soon as I met God, I became like this powerhouse of a person, But do I hate them? I hate them. Yeah. I'm just... I don't know how to square this. I don't know how to square it. Shanta said it correct. Where's Shanta's comment? I just saw your right here. I try not to have hate in my heart, right? But the truth is, I freaking hate these cops. I hate the policing agency. I hate law enforcement, that term. When we have rights protectors, there's no such thing as law enforcement in our country. It's a fraud. There's only peace officers. They only sign a peace officer certificate. Do I hate them? I don't know. Let me check orders. Let me tell you who's getting free Fifth Amendment cop cards. Right now, orders 2. We got 2 wieners. We got 2. And they may come through. More may come through. My system takes 5 minutes to update. So right now I got Dwayne and I got Zachary. Those are the 2 orders so far. I will recheck. You guys are getting free Fifth Amendment cop cards. I'm sending this to you in the mail. And the non-driver one is like the bomb. I mean, they both are, but the non-driver one really puts it in perspective on number 4. The reason you carry this if you're not driving, and I have it in my phone right here. I have this in my phone because the cops are always saying, give me your ID. Can I get your ID? Mind if I see your identification? Can I get some ID for that, please, sir? And you say like this, if there's no probable cause and you haven't committed a crime, and you can't be arrested for anything because you've committed no crimes. And he says, let me see some ID. You go, let me grab it out of my phone or my wallet. Is that okay? You're not going to shoot me, are you? Okay, cool. Grab it. You pull it out. And then you say, here you go. You want my ID? It's number 4 on the Fifth Amendment cop card. It says cop has demanded my ID and says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. I'm not sure if you have reasonable articulable suspicion or not, Piggy, but in the case that you do, and I'm going to stop an ID state, I'm going to say, I plead the Fifth Amendment and I identify as good citizen. No ID is required. Hibble versus Nevada, with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. So this is the only identification I'll be giving to you, Piggy, unless you have probable cause to arrest me. Do you have probable cause to arrest me? Well, I'm going to arrest you for not giving me your ID. You're obstructing. You can go ahead and do that because it's on camera. I'm filming everything. I put this in your face while this is backing me up. If you arrest me unlawfully, I will sue you. And I will sue you. Each one of those pigs that touched me today, y'all getting sued. I'll sue each and every one of you. I swear to my Savior. I swear to my life. I'm suing each and every one of you. You can't put your hands on me. It's not how it works. I'm free. You don't get to say I'm detaining you because I'm scared. No, I'm suing each and every one of you pigs. So if you order anything, I'm going to send you this Fifth Amendment cop card, driver and non-driver. This is the non-driver. I'm going to send it to you in the mail. Go to DeleteLaws.com, baby. If you can't afford my trifold, if you can't afford the Fifth Amendment cop card, God bless you. I understand. Go to my website, go to the inquiry form on Delete Laws and say, free trifold, Chille. I need a free trifold. I'm going to email that to you. Don't ask me to mail it to you, but I will email it to you. You print this bad chicken out. You take this right here. The only difference between this Fifth Amendment cop card and between this Fifth Amendment cop card is that I laminated this one myself because this is the free one. It's exactly like this. None of the verbiage is different. They're exactly the same. The only difference is I emailed this to you because I can't send this to everybody for free. If you buy something, I'll give it to you for free. That way we're kind of splitting money. But this one I will email to you, and you then go get it laminated. Number 4, cop requests ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. I identify as good citizen and I plead the Fifth Amendment. I do not give ID without probable cause. And there's the law in the navy blue. I know you pigs like that blue stripe, so I put it right on the card for you. Hibble versus Nevada, even with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Fourth Amendment says no ID without probable cause. That's the only difference between these two. For my veterans who are disabled, for my SSI people, for people who are on fixed incomes, where $9, $10, it starts to add up for you over the month. $9 for this, $8 for this, $7. Nope, not here, bro. I gave it to you for free. You have to get it printed. You have to get it emailed. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Now let's listen. Let's watch him.
And proof of
Watch him with his hands down below, and when he pulls his hands up, she doesn't jump back 15 feet.
insurance, please.
Here's my vehicle registration and proof of insurance. Can I use my mobile driver license?
Yes. Show me your QR code, please.
Anybody got a mobile driver's license? Anybody heard of that? Has anybody got a mobile driver's license? Dark to Light is here. Jen is here. Victor B, what's going on? Dr. Donna, Truth of God. What is going on? I'm a big God guy. You guys know that. What is going on? Trot Golfer, how you doing, my friend? Trent, anybody heard of this mobile driver's license? Has anybody heard of that? Blue Gaddy, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Blue Gaddy, have you heard of this mobile driver's license? Robin, Team DLZ all the way, 100%. Anybody heard of this mobile driver's license? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? I've never heard of this mobile driver's. And remember, this American Auto Association administration is a new thing. It's all new. It's all new. So, I just I'm a little out of sorts. I got pulled over today, put in torture cuffs, and I'm going to sue every cop there. Is what I'll do. I told them when they left, I'm going to be suing each one of you, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. You're not allowed to put me in torture. You're not allowed to touch me or I sue you. It's just that simple. You touch me as a pig, I sue. And pretty soon around the country, they'll all know. You touch me if you're a pig, I'll sue you. Each pig there today will be sued. Each and every one of you. Failure to intervene. There's no reason to touch me and put me in torture cuffs. Never heard of the mobile driver's license. Anybody ever heard of that? I've never heard of it either.
I'll be back in just a few minutes.
In some cases, the officer will not have the technology needed to receive data from an MDL. If that's the case, you are still required to provide your physical credential and not use your MDL.
Good afternoon, I'm Deputy Martin with the Fayette County Sheriff's Office. The reason I stopped you today is because you were going 50 in a 35 zone. Do you have your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance, please?
Can I use my mobile driver's license?
I'm sorry, I'm not equipped to take the data off your device. Can I get your physical driver's license, please? Thank you. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, what a load of crap. What a load of crap. Can we watch it together? I got some people ordered some stuff. I'm pretty excited. Thanks for ordering something. I'm going to email you guys a bunch of free stuff right now. All y'all who just ordered something, like 6 or 7 people, I'm going to email you a bunch of stuff, and tomorrow I'll mail you out the 5A cop card along with these folks here. But let's just watch this together real quick. I just wanted to come back and have a laugh with you. So is this trooper friendly here? Is that what we're looking at? Are we
Your MDL.
Good afternoon. I'm Deputy Martin with the Fayette County Sheriff's Office. The reason I stopped you today is because you were going 50 in a 35 zone. Do you have your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance, please?
Is that how they talk to us? Is that how cops talk to us? Is that how police in America speak to us? Is that the way they engage with us? I'm just wondering. Can you guys tell me? I just want to know. Is that how they walk up and speak? Are they this calm and are they this fluid and smooth and they just want your license, registration, and proof of insurance? Is that how it's going?
Can I use my mobile driver's license?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
And then look, she presents her phone. Can I use my mobile drive? Can I use my? Let me just take my. I got my family on here. So can I use my mobile driver's license? Can I use this? Can I use this? And she's not filming the pig, and she's not filming him. She just trusts that he's a good piggy. This is a good piggy. She's sure that this piggy right here is a good pig. He's a good pig. He's a good piggy.
Equipped to take the data off your device. Can I get your physical driver's license, please?
And she says, can you use my mobile? And then, of course, she goes, oh, well, if you can't use my mobile, I've got my other one right here. What the hell are we looking at? She just reaches right over, reaches into the glove box. I mean, they're afraid of all y'all. Look, the laws were created for blacks, okay? They were created for blacks. The laws in this country, I'm a conservative, very conservative in terms of my Second Amendment, in terms of having a country with a border. You know, I'm very conservative in those ways. I'm liberal, and the classical liberal, not some loony left leotard here. I'm liberal in the aspect that we have to somehow get rid of this prison system that is ruining people. Putting people in prisons does not help anybody. They get out and they're worse for us. So I'm very liberal in the idea that we get rid of prisons and we change them to educational institutions, and they should be on islands. They should not be in the United States. So you can't get off that island until you learn enough. So you're not a dumb shit doing stupid stuff. But the idea that just because you're blonde and white, that you're going to be able to reach over and right there. That's just not the case. These cops are trigger happy jackboot thug pigs. That's what they are. Am I lying? It's funny because I get myself mad. I get myself irritated. I get myself pissed off because I say, am I lying? And then I have to realize that I'm not lying, that I'm really not lying. It's not hyperbole. It's not like enhancement. I'm not like jacking it up. Like really, these jackboot thug pig losers are shooting people. Just for real. Because they thought they saw something on the floorboard that looked like a gun. And they shoot the person. Everybody knows who Christopher Dorner is. If you haven't heard of Christopher Dorner, well, then they were looking for Dorner's truck. They shot a woman and her daughter like 60 times or 40 times. It doesn't matter. Anything over one time. They shot them. Both women were shot multiple times and both women lived. They sued, real quick settlement. You know, real quick. You can't reach across your car, whether you're a middle-aged white blonde woman. You can't reach across the car, whether you're Mexican and you're an immigrant. You can't reach across the car as a big, large black dude. You can't reach across the car as a poor white person. You can't reach across the car. Anything, if it looks like it could be a gun, equals you get shot. It is so real.
Thank you. I'll be back in a few minutes.
I hope so, Ryan. I'm all for securing that border.
Good afternoon. Trooper Sherman, State Highway Patrol. How are you?
I'm good.
The fentanyl is just rolling through the border. We got to stop it. We got to do what we can to stop it. We got to build a wall. We got to get a strong border. It's ridiculous. And it's not Mexicans. It's that we've criminalized chemicals. And when you criminalize chemicals, there's a supply and demand. It is not the Mexican people. They are not bad. Mexicans are good people. I spent a lot of time in Mexico.
Good afternoon. Trooper Sherman.
And he's got a corn cob stuffed right up his backside. Look at him. He has that corn cob all the way up his backside. Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Good afternoon. Trooper Sherman, State Highway Patrol. How are you?
He's got a hernia. Could barely bend over.
I'm good.
Good. The reason I have you stopped is because you came out of your lane of travel. Did you realize you did that?
No, sir.
You don't answer questions. You plead the Fifth Amendment.
Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance with you?
Yes, sir.
Look at this guy's. What a goober.
I noticed the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from your breath. How much alcohol have you had to drink?
Only 2 beers.
Only 2 beers?
In some cases,
Oh, God. Oh, my God. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Delete Laws. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button. There's a couple hundred people in here who come all the time. This is my family. I spend time with these people like you can't imagine. I spend so much time here. And if you're new to the channel, God bless you. Welcome to Delete Laws. How you doing? So here I teach a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that you follow when a jackboot thug pig pulls you over. And the first one is you don't say anything to him. You don't say hello. You don't say goodbye. Hello is for suckers. The cop pulled you over to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money. That's his goal. His goal is to impound that car, drag you off to a dungeon, and then charge you lots of money for your body to get your body out of the jail, lots of money for your car, and then charge you lots of money with infraction statutes and codes. So what I teach people here is you immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If this woman, like she said, she has been drinking, you never, ever say that. You never say that. I about had a Budweiser blowout. I felt my ears just like they're going to explode off my head just now. And I was going to start screaming, right? You do not say that. Knuckles are a little white. Better relax. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy, okay? You do not say to a cop you've been drinking alcohol. If you have been drinking, which you shouldn't drink and drive, I don't approve of that, your window should go 2 inches down. You should have your license registration ready to go so there's no back and forth with the piggy. And then you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. After you give them your license registration, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you do it. If you can't afford the trifold, I'll give it to you for free. But you have to say those words. Fifth Amendment, I invoke the right to remain silent. You have to actually say those words out loud. The words have to be spoken or they don't count. That's what the Supreme Court said. If you don't speak the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, then it doesn't count. It's a nothing burger. And you didn't invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The Supreme Court even called it a privilege. So that's not what you do. None of this is what you do. If you get my trifold, I'll give you the Fifth Amendment cop card for free, driver and non-driver, just like a credit card. But don't talk to that pig. Okay? Don't talk to that pig. He's not your friend. Okay, so now let's go back and know that the premise for this one right here is that she's been drinking. And so she's going to tell the copper that she's only had a couple. Do we say that to cops? Is that how we talk to cops? No, it's not, but let's just say.
I'm good.
Good. The reason I have you.
So he asked.
Good afternoon. Trooper Sherman, State Highway Patrol. How are you?
I'm good.
No. Bzzz, ma'am. Incorrect. Bzzz. The answer's no. Trooper comes up and says, hey, how you doing? Let's walk through it. Let's go step by step here. You have your trifold. You have your proof of identification, insurance, everything up in the visor. Trooper comes up and says, hey, how you doing? I'll use this as the window. Trooper comes up. I got my stuff in my visor. I got my phone right here. I'm recording myself. I'm recording me so that if anything happens to me, we can see it. And so my windshield's out here, and this is my side window right here. Okay. And so the cop comes up and he says, "Hey, how you doing today?" Did you see that? Cop comes up and says, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" License, registration, and proof of insurance. Do you know why I pulled you over? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. There's a smell of alcohol coming from your car. Can you step out of the car for me? I do not consent to searches or seizures. I will take no tests. And you present yourself. And you never say hello. You never say goodbye. You never say hello. You never say goodbye. There's absolutely no point in talking to that jackboot thug pig. There is no point. Ed, good to see you, man. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. There's no point in talking to that jackboot thug pig. It's not going to help you. Do you think he's not going to give her a DUI because she says, "Oh, hi, officer. How are you?" That's a knee slapper. That is hilarious. You do not say hello. You do not say goodbye. You do not have any small talk with cops. Zero. I'm talking none. You play the silent game. If he's going to arrest you, he's going to arrest you. If he's going to ticket you, he's going to ticket you. He woke up in the morning. When he woke up that morning, you know what he said? "This is the month I win Officer of the Month. This is the month I win Officer of the Month. I'm going to give the most tickets today. I'm going to get the most DUIs." Oh, they don't have quotas. They have performance reviews. You were part of his performance review. You know, Tim, Michael, he did like 78 people last month. You were like 24. Michael's Officer of the Month this month. We don't have quotas, but we do have Officer of the Month for whoever gets the most arrests. It's not a quota. It's not a quota. You don't talk to pigs, okay? You don't talk to them at all. Hello is for suckers. It's for literally suckers who they're so weak that when the cop says, "How you doing today?" they go, "Oh, hi, officer. How are you today?" It's the most preposterous dog crap I've ever heard. You do not be polite to these demons. I was talking to a friend earlier today on the phone. We had a nice long conversation. We both agree these people are demons. They're demons. They're lizard people. They're alien. Not even aliens. Aliens would be much more humane and treat us kinder. Aliens are waiting for us to be sweet so they can join us and say, "Hey, you guys want some real medicine? You're cutting into people? Try this." Hello is for suckers. Don't you say hello. Don't you say hello.
Good afternoon. Trooper Sherman, State Highway Patrol. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. The reason I have you stopped is because you came out of your lane of travel. Did you realize you did that?
No, sir.
Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance with you?
Yes, sir.
I noticed the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from your breath. How much alcohol have you had to drink?
Only 2 beers.
Don't
Two
say
beers.
that.
In some cases, the officer may ask you to get out of the vehicle. If this happens, keep your hands visible, exit the vehicle, and stand where the officer directs you to stand.
No, God.
I'm going to have you take a step out of the car.
Is this crap?
I'm going to have you do some standardized field sobriety tests. If you could just walk straight to the front of my cruiser.
If you disagree with an officer's decision or course of action, do not prolong the contact by arguing with the officer. You may contest the enforcement taken in court, through established legal channels. Don't worry, you are not admitting guilt by accepting and signing a traffic ticket. However, if you refuse to sign a traffic ticket, you may be arrested. If you think an officer acted inappropriately, contact the officer's agency and ask to speak to a supervisor. It's best to do this as soon as possible after the stop. Following these procedures will help make a traffic stop a safe experience for everyone. This video is based on the document What to Do and Expect When Stopped by Law Enforcement, January 2022 edition, published by the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, and the National Sheriff's Association.
Let's listen to that one more time. Who put this together? Take a listen at all of the commands. Do as you say, do as you're told, do as the cops tell you to do. Let's listen to the long list that they have on here.
Based on the document What to Do and Expect When Stopped by Law Enforcement, January 2022 edition, published by the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, and the National Sheriff's Association.
So those are a bunch of traitors. We know that. Black law enforcement, it was formed. Cops were formed for slavery. They were formed to enforce slavery contracts. So we know right away that they're all in it together. If you have Black Law Enforcement Association, well, then you know. Everybody check your email real quick, if you would, please. Everybody check your email. I just sent off, let me count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people just now, 14 people. And let me read the names of everybody I'm sending a Fifth Amendment cop card to. Dwayne H, sending you a Fifth Amendment cop card. Zachary R, sending you a Fifth Amendment cop card. Dan H, sending you a Fifth Amendment cop card. William E, sending you a Fifth Amendment cop card. William, make sure you got the email from me. I don't see your email address highlighted here. Let me see if I can do this and forward this bad chicken to you. Let me forward this to Eli real quick because he ordered something and I want to make sure he's on that list of emailed stuff. I got you right there. And then Ann B in Michigan, I just sent you everything I sell for free in email. Michael W in Missouri, I just sent you everything I sell for free. Adrian Gonzalez, I just sent you everything I sell for free in Downey. I sent that to you. John S in Illinois, the Saw Sickman, I just sent you everything I sell for free in your email address. And tomorrow I will mail you out every person's name I just mentioned. Not only did I email you everything, I'm going to mail this in the mail to you tomorrow. This goes out to you tomorrow. You get that. I'm telling you, I do this. I'm religious about it. I sat on the phone. Pretty much I sat on the phone all day today because my factory had a snafu on shipping. And so I sat here all day today. I called every single person who's ordered anything from me. I called so many people. You have no idea. Yeah, I think I talked to Dan. I think Dan Lance on the phone. Was that you that I texted earlier, Dan? I'm not sure. But every single thing, I talked to every single person who ordered. Why, if you ordered anything, it's all shipped now. But I just called every person personally, spent the whole day doing it. That's why I wasn't on live earlier. Yeah, you got the text? Yeah, I will not miss you. And my factory effed up, just straight up. Love my factory, love those people, good people. They effed up. It's my fault ultimately, but there was an F up. And I sat on the phone today, all day today, calling people all day today because it matters to me. You having the trifold in your car literally matters to me. I think about it. I think all day when I see these videos online, why didn't they have the trifold? Why didn't they have the trifold? Like, why didn't they invoke their Fifth Amendment right to remain silent? Like, why didn't they? Check your email, everybody. I just sent all those off, and let me announce some more wieners. Wieners! If you ordered anything from my website, you win the Fifth Amendment cop card because I have got to get this in as. So I got Luke. Luke, I just sent you a Fifth Amendment cop card. Luke, you are a smart man. Luke orders the $9 print at home trifold for $9. And Luke, order number 955. Luke, I will mail you. Luke, just so you know. Luke, you're in this one already. I'm going to send you 2 envelopes tomorrow. I know you're in here. Luke D. Yep, Luke D. Luke D. You're in this one too. I'll be sending you 2 different trifolds tomorrow, or 2 different Fifth Amendment cop cards tomorrow, Luke. Tomorrow. So Luke is in there. I got Luke coming out tomorrow. I got Jerry R. I'm sending it to you. I got Caesar C. If you want to hear a little screenshot action going on, I'm taking a screenshot of Luke's. I already got your mailing address, but I just do I follow a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols to make sure that anybody who gets anything from me, that I get them everything. It just, man, I've been doing this. Like, I had the best conversation today with a friend of mine up in Montana, and we talked for 2 hours and the conversation just flowed. We just had this, I'll take calls. I'll do live calls. Anybody want to call in live? I'll do a live call. If anybody wants to call in live, I'll take a live phone call. No problem from anybody here. A lot of people have my phone number because I send off. I have to be able to be accessible to y'all. If I'm not accessible to y'all, then who are you going to call? A lawyer's not going to take your call. Lawyers don't take your calls. You know that. You call your lawyer, he's not going to answer. Someone emailed me today and asked me if they had to tell the cop they have a gun. No, you don't. You don't have to tell the cop you got a gun. That's just not true. The permit license thing has been washed away. New York Gun and Pistol versus Bruin, it's gone. You don't have to. It would be best if you didn't. If they see the gun, they're going to flip out anyway. If you tell them you got a gun, they're going to flip out anyway. So I need to be more accessible to my people. I don't care. My life is no longer my own. I've dedicated myself to a cause. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to change these policies from the top down. I've never been so sure of anything in my entire life. I was born to do this. This is my destiny. I will not stop. The only way you can stop me is if you kill me. If you come to kill me, I'm locked and loaded. Be very careful what you do. Be very careful. If I think for a moment my life's in jeopardy, I will grab my gun from right here and I will do what I have to do. But this is my destiny. I'm supposed to do exactly this. I'm supposed to help as many people as I possibly can. That's what I'm supposed to. Dan Hanlon, you're in here, bro. You're in this list. Dan Hanlon. Dennis, Chad, Brian W. in Montana, Mark B. in Michigan, Thomas C. in Riverside, Shanta's in here now, Shanta. Kevin B. and I text back and forth quite a bit. Mark Kozak, Travis B. Denise, Jeffrey G. All y'all getting free Fifth Amendment cop cards. All y'all. Every last one of you. These cop cards, listen, these cop cards cost me some money, right? But they do you no good if I have it here in my office. So you get anything from my website, I don't care what it is, I'll mail it off to you tomorrow. Okay, let me go back into this now. Because I saw another video today that I want to share with you guys. Welcome, everybody, to Delete Laws. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button. Take your finger and hit the like button. Are you new here? Dark to light. Oh, no, you got ripped off $1,500? Oh, my God. That is such an amazing amount of money. God. Wow. Man, I hope you're okay, dude. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Holy smokes. Woo. That's why I subscribed to his channel. He didn't cuck. Oh, no. So today, when the cops had me in torture cuffs, And the cop says, what do you think I said? Go yourself. That's what I said to him. Take me out of the torture cuffs. They had me. He said, are they too tight? I said, yeah, they're too tight and they're hurting me. And then well, let me loosen up a little bit. And I said, the left one's still too tight. You're hurting me. These hurt. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put that in the comment section. Torture cuffs are always torture. Troy, I got yours going out as well, dude. I got yours going out as well. I got a Fifth Amendment cop card for you going out, Troy. So I got Caesar. I'm sending you Fifth Amendment cop card. I got Jerry. I got Luke. I'm sending you a Fifth Amendment cop card. Let me get screenshots of these gentlemen real quick. There's Luke. There's Jerry. There's Caesar. I got screenshots. Alrighty then. Alrighty. Let me get to the history here. So I want to show you guys a couple minutes of this guy. Now, are you guys all familiar with Chase? Chase, who got murdered in Utah? Are you all familiar with the Chase kid who was murdered in Utah? And so this is the video right here. Let me share this with you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. All right. I want to show you guys this video. Liberty Blair is here. What's going on, Liberty? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everybody doing? Dude Audits, what's going on? Oh, yeah, we're assembling big time. And remember, we're assembling peacefully. We're assembling through legislation, through press, through assembly, through our right to petition. We're using our First Amendment right. We're using 4 of the big 5 freedoms. As you know, it's called RAPS, RAPPS. Religion, assembly, press, petition, speech. RAPS. RAPPS. That's how you remember your big 5 freedoms. Religion, assembly, press, petition, speech. RAPPS. Remember that. That's your First Amendment. So there was should I show this kid get killed? Is that what I should do? Should we show the death of this kid before I show this guy's rant? And this is Utah Defender. As you can see, I've already commented on his page. He's only got 2,227 subscribers. We could probably get over there and get him some more subscribers. Let me drop his link down in the comment section here. If you guys want to go over and subscribe, this is the video we're going to review. Lenny, what's going on, my brother? How are you? So now let's take a look here. I believe his name was Chase Allen. Let's take a look at the shooting, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to this video, and I'm gonna cut this video off because YouTube has demonetized most of my videos. Facts. YouTube has demonetized most of my videos at this point, so there's nothing I can really do about it. Live within the censorship platform that YouTube has created for all of us. For all of us. So go to my website right now. Go to deletelaws.com and get this trifold. Get this trifold right now. Don't freaking wait. If you can't afford it, I'll email it to you. You print it out yourself. It'll cost you a dime. Please follow the protocols that I teach here. All right, we're going to watch this kid get murdered. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but we're going to watch him die. We're going to watch him. He never points his gun at the pigs, and then we're going to watch this guy's rant. I want you guys to see this so you know exactly why I'm showing you this rant. I cried my eyes out over this. I'm an emotional person, and I can feel it coming in me. I'm going to slow myself down a little bit here. Let me just take a breath here for a second. I haven't even shown it yet. This kid, the night he was killed, I cried myself to sleep. God help me get through this without crying my eyes out again. But any young alpha male, any young sigma male who is murdered by these pigs, it affects me so deeply because I really love and respect leadership in young men. I see myself as being a young leader, even though at that time I was ill-equipped to lead properly. And now that I've matured and I've calmed and I've become the scholar that I am with constitutional law, now I want to show you guys this, and I'm going to show you this guy's rant. And after you see this, you're going to understand his rant. And I will try not to cry. I will try not to cry. But at the same time, I'm not afraid of my own tears. If I cry, I cry, you know. But this rocked me, and I've avoided showing it since I showed it the first time, and I'm going to show it again now. And we're going to cut it off. I'm not going to show it because YouTube's trying to delete my channel. So I'm not going to show it. But this is the murder of Chase Allen. They murdered Chase Allen. The cops wanted to murder him. He didn't agree with their rules and their bullshit of the driver's license scam. And here it is. The body cam isn't on yet. You know, the body cam that they can mute and turn the camera off whenever they want. It'll capture 30 seconds before. I bet they wish they could mute that. Beautiful, Mikey B.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm Officer Farmington Police. Reason for the stop today is there's no registration on your vehicle.
I don't need registration and I don't answer questions.
Okay, so I don't answer questions is incorrect. I don't answer questions is not what you say. What you say is I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't answer questions is not real. That's something that you saw on YouTube from people who are YouTubers. I'm a constitutional law scholar. There's a vast difference between me and YouTubers. You do not say, I don't answer questions. You say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what you say. I don't answer questions is incorrect.
Alrighty. Davis, Fox 21. Can you have a couple more heading my way?
A couple more cars because he doesn't have registration and he doesn't want to answer any questions.
Is this back window roll down?
Why do you even know that?
I just want to make sure that you're the only one in the vehicle. So here's the deal, man. I'm stopping you because there's no registration on your vehicle, and I'm requesting your identification. Okay? You are detained at this time, and you are not free to leave. Are you going to provide me your identification?
I don't answer questions.
I mean, this is a far cry. So he asked a second question because Chase didn't say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He can continue to question you until you say the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's the game they play. You have to play the game as it is set up. You can't play Monopoly and then say you don't want Monopoly dollars. All right? You have to play the game as it's set up, which is I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as a no, that you're not going to provide me your identification.
So, and by the way, isn't this a million miles away? Isn't this a million miles away from the sweet cheeks leaning into your car and saying, excuse me, sir, can I please get your license, registration, and proof of insurance? This is a far cry away from the propaganda and garbage we saw just a few minutes ago.
Is that the route we're going? Or would you like to provide your identification to me, and we can have a conversation, we can discuss the laws that you're breaking, and then we can go from there.
If you want my identification, you'll be under duress and you accept surety and trusteeship over it. Meaning you will be responsible for any debts that you're trying to incur here.
Okay, so I'm not trying to incur any debts or anything. I'm trying to investigate why your vehicle doesn't have
He's speaking constitutional language.
any registration.
1692, you are trying to incur debt and legal action for something
Okay.
that's not allowed.
Okay.
And under
So,
Title 18, Section
here's-
245, traveling is a federally protected activity. in which
Imagine how much good Chase could have done had he been allowed to live his full life. Imagine that. And he was just killed in March.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And what I'm telling you is that you do not have an option to identify yourself.
I do.
You are lawfully required to identify yourself. So you can provide your identification to me and we can have a conversation about the laws that you've broken, or you can fail to identify it to me and we can go that route too. I'm perfectly okay with either way you want to go, but the direction that this encounter goes is 100% in your hands.
No, actually, it's not. You're the one that pulled up to him a vehicle that wasn't moving, sitting there, and said your registration's out.
Sir, Utah Code, United States Code,
Okay.
is a corporate policy
Okay.
in which you have to be contracted and to be required to follow it. Unless you can provide me a contract with my wet ink signature on it saying that I'm required to follow it.
Okay.
Then there's
So do you want to identify yourself to me, or do you want to go a different route? Wonderful. Do you have a driver license as well?
I am not giving you jurisdiction.
Okay.
Do not stop. Do not
So he's identified himself. He gave his ID.
detain. You are not allowed to stop me.
Let me see that.
On your list
I didn't see what you just tried to show me. Can you show that to me again? What's this?
This is a passport.
So he's showing him identification as requested.
It says do not stay up, do not detain. And if you go on the first page,
Okay.
it says the United States hereby requests all who may concern
Okay.
to permit the citizens
Here's what I'm telling you.
United States names herein
Here's what I'm telling you.
without delay or hindrance.
Okay.
You are
Will you hand
required-
that to me so I can read it? You want me to look at it through this tiny crack in your
I am not
window?
handing it to you.
You're not going to hand it to me?
If I hand this to you, you accept trusteeship and surety, and you are obligated.
Sure, I'll accept
Yeah.
trustingship if you just hand me the document so I can identify who you are, because you're required by state law.
So he gives him his ID. So now they know who he is. They know he's a local boy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chase Allen.
That is not me. That is a piece of plastic paper.
So you have a fraudulent passport?
No. that is a
Wonderful.
piece of paper.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay, step out of the car for me.
No.
Now that the other pigs have showed up, you heard his tone immediately change.
Okay, step out of the car. Allen.
That is not me. That is a piece of plastic paper.
So you have a fraud.
Now, the moment the other pig is in camera sight, this cop, Far Moo, he escalates it.
Fraudulent passport?
No.
Wonderful. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, step out of the car for me.
No.
Sir, step out of the vehicle
No.
right now.
I am not required to.
Step
If
out
you
of this
try and
vehicle
force
right
me,
now.
Then we're going to have an issue where
Step out of the car right now.
Step out of the car. We're going to break the window and pull you out.
Immediately turn into absolute and total psychopaths. They immediately turn into complete rabid demons, the demons that they are. So remember earlier we were having the conversation and we were kind of joking, do you hate cops or do you strongly dislike them? This makes me hate. This makes me hate them. And it's going to get much worse very quickly.
Step out of the car.
So there it is.
Gun, gun.
Gun, gun, gun.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Gun.
There it is. So let's go back again.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay, step out of the car for me.
No.
Sir, step out of the vehicle
No.
right now.
I am not required to.
Step
If
out
you
of this
try and
vehicle
force
right
me,
now.
Then we're going to have an issue where
Step out of the car right now.
So he's an intelligent, vibrant young man following the Constitution.
Step out of the car. We're going to break the window and pull you out.
And they go psycho immediately. You won't do what I say. You have to get out now.
Step out of the car.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun.
Chase is dead. They killed him immediately. Yeah, I'm with you, Press. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. I mean, Press, it's, you know, it's, I'll drop this. I don't want to break down crying right now. I want to see my family later. I don't want to look like a mess later. I want to see my family. And here's the link for the whole video if you guys want to see it. There it is. Links in the chat if you guys want to see it. And they murder him for even having a firearm. And so I want to show you guys this rant. So obviously when they murder a perfectly good kid and they shoot him and they murder him and they murdered him. The cops in the area hated him. He was one of those people who traveled and didn't drive, and he had been pulled over before for traveling and not having a state issued, government issued driver's license. And so the cops in the area hated him. Utah Defender, I'm actually going to show your rant right now. Utah Defender is here. This made me cry, Utah Defender. This made me cry. And your talk, just so you know, I'm breaking down already here. I'm sorry, guys. Listening to Utah Defender and his rant made me cry. And, this, I'll stop talking. I'll let you guys see Utah. I'll let you guys see Utah Defender. Let him talk, and I'll just shut the front door over here.
Allen pulled out a gun to murder the police.
Utah Defender's in the chat, everybody. So welcome him in, please, if you would. God bless you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Hi, this is the Utah Defender, and this is not going to be an exciting video.
Oh, no, it is.
I'm going to go over stuff that I want you to think about in the Chase Allen murder. And you who live in Utah, you have to know that we need to get rid of internal affairs, investigating police shootings, and we also have to get rid of qualified immunity with police officers.
So I'll agree with you there about the internal affairs. Utah Defender, if you go to my website, deletelaws.com, if you contact me, Utah Defender, I'll send you my trifold, and I'll send you my 5A cop card, and I'll send you all the periodicals I have. And in one of the periodicals that I have on my website that I give away to everybody for free is called the Mullen Commission. Utah Defender, you're gonna get a lot of use out of that. The Mullen Commission. And once I see your email come up, I'm going to email you everything I sell for free. So I'm already pissed off again. Sorry about that. Utah Defender has the trifold and he uses it. Thousands of people are using this. We have to keep it going. So, yeah, I saw Attorney Shield. I'll talk about it later, but if it works, I'm all for it. If the cops will actually get on the phone with your lawyer, I'm all for it. I don't like those two guys, but if that works for people and it helps them and the cops will actually get on a call with a lawyer on FaceTime, I'm all for it. I hope it works. So Utah Defender, though, you got to read the Mullen Commission. You'll see what you're saying. Qualified immunity is so far down the list of things that have to change, but it does matter, and you are correct. It's just number 9 or number 8 down the list.
Today, if you're not aware of it, there is something going on with police departments all across the United States, and that's the murdering of citizens.
Yeah.
Using their gun and then having the internal affairs people wash their hands, whitewash all of it. They don't want a lawsuit, but today's police officers pull out their gun and are so happy to murder our family members.
Yes. Yes.
So I want you to concentrate on this Chase Allen, what I'm going to read here, because I want you to think about what I'm saying and know that this can happen in your community. In Utah, again, I've said it in many videos, they whitewash every shooting. There's a guy named Hanson that was murdered by the Salt Lake Police Department.
Yep.
Murdered. He had no gun. There was a young kid named Darren Hunt, I think his name was. I'll be reading it here in my my write-up. He had a sword on Halloween and the police shot him. How stupid and how unforgivable. But you in Utah just sleep and you let this crap happen. You don't do anything about it. So eventually we're going to have a huge demonstration down at the courthouse in front of these stupid judges I'm going to be talking about, because they're no good. They're terrible human beings.
Yes, they are.
And all they're doing is they let the police shoot us, and then the internal affairs, like they sent it to Bountiful and the sheriff department, and they investigated it, and they showed that, oh, the police officers were right.
Yes.
This was a just shooting. My ass.
Yes.
So let me read this to you, and I want you to think about what I'm saying. Wake up, Utah. I'm sick and tired of guys like Patrick Harmon who were murdered running away from the police, shot in the back. Does that disturb you?
Yeah, it does.
Let me first state, for over a year prior to the murder of Chase Allen, the Farmington Police Department had been actively hunting and harassing the Allen family on the streets of Farmington.
What'd I tell you?
And imitating drive-bys the Allen's residents in their attempt to frighten and intimidate the Allen family.
I told you. What did I tell you? They had been stalking this kid. They hated him because he was standing on his constitutional rights.
The family would go in twos everywhere in great fear for their lives. It got so bad that the members of the family had to notarize declarations explaining if they were dead, it wasn't from natural causes. The day Chase Allen was murdered, the Farmington police proves they were hunting the Chase family through the 3 dispatch calls prior to Justin Butcher pulling into Farmington post office behind Chase Allen. And let's see if this crucial and valuable information is discovered in the internal affairs investigation. They're not going to say anything about this, but you got to know what was going on before Chase Allen was pulled in that post office.
It was a setup to murder him.
Additionally, in the murder of Chase Allen, it took only less than 3 minutes for 5 Farmington police officers to show up at the traffic stop. It took 16 seconds to call for a backup for the 4th time. It took only 26 seconds to detain Chase, and Chase Allen was shot to death in 3 minutes and 27 seconds after the start of Chase Allen pulling into the post office lot. Never in real life does that many officers show up so quickly at traffic stops. But they did, because there were calls made to dispatch to assist Officer 22, Justin Butcher, way prior to the stop. The chief lied about this. Chief Eric Johnson lied right out his ass at that news conference. And the news media doesn't, they're totally against you as citizens. You didn't hear that they released the internal affairs report. That's why I'm doing this. They're sneaking it by us. They let these sons of bitches, who are the police officers, back on the streets. You never knew that, did you? They never came to the public. Don't you think we should have known that? Where was the news media? So if it doesn't bleed, it doesn't lead. It's not important to us.
And the news media is in on it with them. The news media, everywhere I go, every time I go to a new town and I expose the corruption, the news media prints articles against me that are negative.
Never in real life does that happen. Okay. And let me repeat, when Chase Allen handed Justin Butcher his passport, Butcher was obligated by protocol to run the name and date of his birth. He didn't. Why? Because they meant to murder Chase Allen.
Exactly.
They had no intentions of letting him go.
Exactly.
He was never going to drive away
That's
from
right.
there. He was going to be murdered by the Farmington Police Department.
That's right.
If Justin Butcher had run his information, he could have given him a ticket and towed his car. And why didn't he? Again, they wanted to murder him. That was their intent for pulling him over. That's why they were calling all these guys. One guy goes, "Oh, I'm 15 minutes out." The other one goes, "Oh, I'm right behind you." They were just drooling, waiting to pull this guy over. You don't get 6 officers show up in 3 minutes. I'm sorry. I was in law enforcement in the military. It doesn't happen. Sorry. It doesn't happen in real life.
Utah Defender, shoot me an email real quick, and I'm going to send you a StreamYard link if you want to come on. If you don't want to come on, that's okay too. I just want to give you the opportunity to come on and talk about the things that you said, because your words, I sat and watched, and yes, Yes, this man is so spot on. I would gladly give you a seat if you shoot me an email or go to my inquiry form on Delete Laws and put Utah Defender on there. I'll send you the StreamYard link.
To demonstrate how knowledgeable and one-sided in favor of Farmington police and incompetent, how unknowledgeable and one-sided in favor of the Farmington police and incompetent the internal affairs investigation was made, Attorney Troy Rollins of Davis County makes the following despicable and arrogant statement. Again, let me say his name, Troy Rollins. This guy just whitewashes it. He just takes what they tell him and he goes, oh yeah, you guys are right. He's a piece of crap. This is his quote. Such individuals have a mechanism to challenge the law. If challenge the law, its application and constitutionality. The proper form for this is the judiciary, not with a gun in a parking lot. Why did he even have to mention a gun? Because he wants to defend the police. He had a gun. Hey, stupid, the Farmington police have no proof that Chase Allen ever pulled out a gun and pointed it at anybody. I proved this in my videos and proved the Farmington police tampered with body cam footage and evidence, which is a felony. Let's see if Internal Affairs brings that out and charge the Farmington police who willfully tampered with evidence, which is a felony. Let's see if they talk about that, because we proved they changed the angles. That's why you didn't see the assassination shot by Kyle Carey. If you saw that, the chief would have lost any credibility at all as being a police chief or a police department. Remember, we proved that all the body cams of the police officers have been manipulated, tampered with either by the police department or Internal Affairs or both. The video on the assassination shot by Carl Carey proves Farmington police or Internal Affairs or both committed several felonies and tampering with evidence. And you stupid justice attorney, prejudice attorney, Troy Rollins is duped and parrots their criminal findings. How stupid are you, Rollins?
He's stupid.
Number one, fact. First note that Diane Killian Allen, remember he said there's a place to do this. Well, listen to this. First note that Diane Killian Allen was never given her day in court. As the dumbass attorney of Davis County, Troy Rollins, talks about above. Her evidence was never looked at nor reviewed by John Karlinchowski, the judge of that little stinking piss-ass traffic court they have. Remember, the district attorney, Troy Rollins, stated that Chase Allen should not never try to explain his case on the side of the road with a gun. He likes to use the gun because, see, that's the whole purpose. That gun is the reason why the police officer shot him, okay? But the gun was never taken out, and I'll get to that. Here, Attorney Rollins is trying to say Chase Allen tried to settle the matter in a parking lot with a gun. This reckless and prejudicial statement supports the police that Chase Allen pulled out a gun to murder the police officers involved. At no time did Chase Allen expose his gun, nor pointed at anyone, nor fired his gun. Fact that there are body cams we know of by Kurt Pence and Taylor Jacobson looking immediately after Chase's body is taken out of the car that show the driver's area, which we believe could have shown no gun visible anywhere in the opening of the car. We charge that the Farmington Police Department willfully and purposely omitted this footage of the body cams to protect the police from murder charges. Additionally, it's patently obvious to a blind man that when the body cam of Sergeant Taylor Jacobson was purposely manipulated by either Internal Affairs or Farmington Police or both. They were knowledgeable and culpable in omitting crucial evidence against the Farmington Police Department from the body cams. As for Chase Allen's gun, it was between the center console and the driver's seat during the entire incident. My video proved that the gun was not by the wheel well of the transmission as criminally displayed by someone of Farmington Police Department, which was a committed felony for tampering with evidence at the crime scene. Did Internal Affairs ever mention that important fact in their investigation? If not, why not? Was the fact not mentioned to cover up the police officers for murdering Chase Allen by those conducting the Internal Affairs investigation? So you see, Attorney Rollins, no gun was ever pointed at any police officer at any time by Chase Allen. He was murdered in cold blood because Justin Butcher falsely yelled, "Gun, gun, gun."
There it is right there, folks. There it is. He never pulled his gun out to shoot at anybody. He simply had a firearm.
This is backed up that not one single body cam ever captured an image of a gun being pointed at them by the Farmington Police Department. And that's why they omitted those footages of those two sergeants that looked into the car. And that's why it was also doctored up to go right into the arm of Chase Allen, because it went across his body. You can see that in the videos, that when he went in that car, meaning Taylor Jacobson, you could have seen the whole thing, but they stopped it from showing because there was no gun any place on the seats in the driver's area on his lap.
Exactly.
If Allen had a gun, where were the shots from his gun at the police? If he had a gun at Taylor Jacobson, Taylor Jacobson would have been shot to death at close range.
That's right.
Is another reason why the Internal Affairs investigators lost Chase Allen's gun, not to mention his car and cell phone. And where are they? What was that a reason why they lost it? These material facts, without questionable doubt, prove that Chase Allen never fired his gun.
That's right.
And we put that this single example proves Chase Allen never pulled out a gun, that this was a planned, premeditated murder of Chase Allen by the Farmington police.
That's right.
No officer would have came out of that car with a gun pointed at him.
Never.
At such close range. He would have.
That's right.
He would have struggled for possession of that gun.
That's right. That's right. I'll let him finish.
But there was no gun. And so there was no struggle between Jacobson and Allen.
Okay. So so let's be clear here. So what Utah Defender is so articulately pointing out to all of us here is that if Chase Allen, let's say that my phone, number one, it's going to be in their face. But number two, let's say that my phone is my firearm. If I reach over and grab my firearm like this as I'm sitting in a driver's seat, it's going to be in my right hand. There's a cop at his window. There's another cop there. The piece of crap cop who screamed, "Gun, gun, 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 gun," just kept screaming gun. Why wouldn't the other two cops, as soon as he goes to point it, grab the gun for self-preservation? It's preposterous. It's absolutely preposterous to believe that Chase Allen grabbed a gun and was going to shoot police for driving without a state-issued driver's license. That's preposterous. And exactly what Utah Defender is pointing out. Who's in on it? Internal Affairs, the other cops, the chief, the prosecutor, the DA. I don't know if a grand jury was ever convened, but let me explain the grand jury process a little bit. They put 6 people in a room together. The prosecutor goes to the grand jury and presents the case. Hey, this pig said he was afraid for his life and that Chase pulled the gun on him. You think it was justified? Justified. That's it. That's the entire grand jury process. That's it. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. So it's just incredible to me that it took Utah Defender finally a powerful alpha male to sit down and lay out that what's happened in Utah is happening across the country. Across the country. Listen, if you cannot afford my trifold, one will be provided for you via email. I'll email this to you. You got to print it out yourself. Now, you don't get the fancy broccoli wad rubber band, but it's not about me. It's about us. Chase Allen should have had this up. He should have had his passport up. All hands should have been right here. Phone should have been in this hand, ID, passport, and trifold in the other. I'm not faulting Chase Allen for these cops targeting him to murder him. I'm saying that there's a way that we don't have to be murdered and we can live to fight another day. If I get killed by police, who's going to take my place? Who has the constitutional knowledge and the charisma to run for governor? Who can do it? I'm going to do it. I will run for governor. I will win. I will change these policies from the top down. That's why so many people are afraid of me. That's why when you go to my page, you read so many hate comments. They don't want me to get any traction to run for governor, because as a governor with executive power, you can change the policies of the police departments in that state. They're terrified of me, and they should be, because I will change the policies and procedures and protocols of these jackboot thug pigs. I'll let Utah Defender take back over. Thank you, sir.
Additionally, Chief Eric Jacobson shows in a news media presentation the right hand going for the holster, and it was flexing up, as if to say it was flexing up so Chase Allen could draw the gun out of the holster, which never happened, and was perfectly shown there is no gun in the holster on the lap of Chase Allen. The fact that the seatbelt runs perfectly flat across the top of the holster where the gun handle would have been, and if the gun was in the holster, the seatbelt could not lay so flat on the top of the empty holster as the body cam shows. So if this was caught by the body cam of Justin Butcher, so you have to ask yourself, at this very instance, he didn't draw his gun and tell Allen to raise his hands or place them on the steering wheel. After all, Justin Butcher's body cam showed it. And isn't Butcher a competent and trained officer? Wouldn't Butcher have given commands for Allen to do that? Or were they hell bent on murdering Chase? Everything else above points to the fact that they were, and excuse me for a second.
That's all right. Go ahead.
That they were hell-bent on murdering Chase Allen.
Yes, they were.
The evidence presented an omitted fact.
Yes.
And lost items such as Chase Allen's car, cell phone, and gun by Internal Affairs and by the Farmington Police prove that there is a conspiracy and that there was an unjustified murder of Chase Allen. Additionally, why did Sergeant Taylor Jacobson push Allen back into the car?
Exactly.
He complied with Farmington Police demands. He opened his door and was getting out, and he did. One can plainly see Chase Allen opening his door, placing his foot on the ground to get out, while at the same time undoing his seatbelt, which explains why his holster was flexing up. But the idiot Eric Johnson tried to make you believe Chase Allen was going for his gun, which in reality, Chase Allen wasn't going for his gun, but he was lifting his leg up so he could undo the seatbelt. Nothing more. Eric Johnson makes a big deal out of this, but when you look at that holster, anybody who is familiar with weapons will tell you there's no gun in that holster, even if he is flexing up. And they say his right hand's going for the holster. For what?
Right.
That was just to say about the gun. He was going for the gun.
Right.
There was no gun in his holster. And there was no gun, period.
Oh, is that right? No,
but Chief Eric Johnson wants you to believe he was going for his gun. But we already proved his gun was not in the holster, nor Chase Allen's hand, because There was no struggle for a gun between Sergeant Taylor Jacobson and Chase Allen. So why didn't Sergeant Taylor Jacobson push Chase Allen back in the car? It was so Allen would be in the car when all the police opened fire up on Chase Allen, ensuring he would be in position to be murdered by all the police officers who showed up. And what explains how all the police officers, and what explains that all the police officers show up, put on gloves, and encircle Chase Allen's car, placing themselves in positions not to be in the crossfire of another officer and murdering Chase Allen. This all points to pre-planned execution of Chase Allen by the Farmington Police Department.
That's right.
So the important thing is there, you watch the video, there was no gun out, and Chase Allen, Taylor Jacobson pushes Chase Allen back into the car so that they all have a clear shot in murdering. That was the purpose of Taylor Jacobson pushing him in the car. And then he bolts out. If there was a gun, I'm going to tell you, anybody that's been in law enforcement, you're trained, you would have grabbed that gun because it was right there. You could grab it and you would struggle to keep your life. This son of a bitch didn't do that.
Right.
Taylor Jacobson didn't do that.
That's right.
That tells you he was set up. Chase Allen was set up. The chief lied. And I proved in my video there was no gun. They were searching for it on the seats and looking all over the place. We need to find out who the son of a bitch was that put that gun out, because all they did is reach between the seat and the console like this with their fingers and pull the gun out and displayed it on the wheel well. That's all they did.
So they're saying, is he saying it's a drop gun? Is that what Utah Defender is saying? Is that it was a drop gun? Can someone clarify that for me? They're saying, so Utah Defender. So if Utah Defender, if you're still here and you're new to the channel, I have interviewed ex-cops, plenty of them. One of them went into full detail about cop lingo and all these things. And he said that 99% of cops who've been pigs for more than a couple years after their rookie season carry a drop gun and drop chemicals. They both do. They carry both of those things. So I think Utah Defender here is saying that they put a drop gun, that one of those jackboot thug pigs had a drop gun. I believe that's what he's saying. I'm pretty sure.
The gun was not in the holster. They pulled it out and displayed it there. And they're not allowed to do that. That's tampering with evidence. I've done criminal investigations. I've got an MOS from the military. You don't touch squat. You have one person that watches everybody. Not even the police can go back in that car once they drug his body out. But they did. They were looking for that gun because they didn't see it. They're lying sons of bitches.
We know that.
The Internal Affairs comes out and says he fired a gun or pointed a gun at somebody, or because he had a holster. They murdered him. They're trying to cover their ass. That's the whole crux to this whole case, is he never took his gun out. Now, why didn't Butcher say, oh, look, I see a gun in your holster. Put your hands on the steering wheel and put your hands up. He didn't do that either, did he? That's part of your protocol. But he didn't do it. And he yells, gun, gun, gun. And we showed from the position that he yells, gun, gun. He's way past. Taylor's body's in. It was all planned. That's why I say it's planned.
It was planned.
He could have never seen the gun when he started yelling, gun, gun, gun. And it's not his responsibility. Justin Butcher's yelled, gun, gun. It's the guy in the car, because his life is the one that's being threatened. So if he can control the gun and then yell it and get a hold of it, then he wouldn't even yell gun, 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 because he's struggling for the gun, and people would have seen it and they would have gone in to help him.
Right.
So the yelling gun, gun, gun tells you that that was the signal to open fire as soon as Taylor pulled out, and Taylor pushed him in so he'd be in position to receive all the bullet rounds that came out of the guns of the officers.
So if he said, so listen to what Utah Defender is saying here. He's saying if they screamed gun, 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 then they didn't need to reach down in the crevice of the cracks to pull the gun out. That there may have been a gun holster there, but he's saying that there was no gun. So that they planted the gun. It was a drop gun is what Utah Defender is saying. I can't see it any other way. It's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable. And they had been stalking this kid. They had been following this kid, harassing the family. They had written out sworn affidavits that they did not hurt themselves in case they tried to set them up as though they had committed suicide. The family went that far. The cops were targeting them. Does it sound familiar? Anybody here been targeted? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been targeted by cops in your life.
2, Judge Carl Inchowski willfully and with malice aforethought had the sheriff arrest Diane Hanson's son, Chase Allen, so he couldn't have helped her or been a witness for her in her defense, which was a criminal act committed by John Carl Inchowski. And this act was an abuse of his authority as a member of the Utah judicial system. In addition, John Carl Inchowski violated Diane Allen's First Amendment rights, and additionally, John Carl Inchowski violated Diane Allen's Fourth Amendment rights of equal protection under the law, and he probably violated her Sixth Amendment rights, which was evidence. He wouldn't look at it. He had a case of the ass. I'm telling you, we had, I've seen letters where he hates sovereign citizen. He's looking for him. And that's why she had hundreds of documents, as I've said in my other videos. But I had to bring out all these points to you. And I know this is a boring damn video because there's no action or nothing else. I'm reading off a piece of
No, it's not boring at all. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate you so much.
paper, which is the worst thing you could do.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm trying to defend all of us. You people in Davis County, show this to your friends. Wake up. We are going to have demonstrations. So look for when I post a video, when the demonstration is going to be and where. Because we need to oust Inchowski and Eric Johnson and this Troy Rollins guy. Because they're dirty.
Yes, they all are.
We need to find out all the names of the investigators for internal affairs. Because I already know they're going to whitewash it. They whitewash every one of them. They never find anybody guilty. I have proven by their actions and by what's going on in that video and what's not there, and that they lost the gun, the cell phone, and the whole. They told the mother that. Can you believe that? And if it's not true, what sorry sons of bitches they are for lying to her and not, you know, where's the apology? Where's the I'm sorry?
Doesn't exist, man.
The statement of the Attorney Rollins and the internal affairs investigations are not to be believed. This is just another whitewash of another of dozens of murders committed by more Utah police officers who murder our sons and daughters on the streets of Utah. And because those who murder and those who investigate them are liars and are beyond being described as evil, they represent the adversary himself in words and deeds. Chase Allen's life and those of individuals prior to this, such as Patrick Harmon and Darren Hunt. Darren Hunt was at Halloween, he had a sword, and he got afraid of the police the way they were approaching him, and they shot him dead because he had a Halloween outfit on. It was another black man. Yeah, let's just shoot blacks. Come on, let's shoot black and browns.
It's normal.
You police are notorious for that.
Yep.
And you're chicken shit.
Yep.
Every one of you police officers are chicken shit bastards in these cases.
Yep.
You shouldn't be a police officer. I've known officers. My uncle was the assistant district attorney for federal probation in Los Angeles, and he knew officers that never pulled their gun out the whole time they were in service. And you guys just pull it out like it's chewing gum or taking a fart. We must do away. Listen to this part, though. We've got to do away with police qualified immunity. If you don't know what that is, that means if Diane Hanson sues Davis County for $100 million, and I hope she does, you're paying for it. That's right. Your taxes are going to go up because of these dumb numbskulls. They need insurance just like a physician does. Let them buy their own insurance nationally, all together collectively to be a police officer. We shouldn't play for their dumbass mistakes. I mean, they can do, they're sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want. They disregard it. How about the lady from India that was ran over in an intersection in Seattle?
That's right.
And the guy goes, her life was of no consequence. Just write her a check for $11,000. What a callous son of a bitch. Not only that, he lies. Go look it up in YouTube.
Yep, he's exactly correct. So how do we get around that pesky qualified immunity? Does anybody know the answer? So the cops can invoke qualified immunity, and when the case goes to trial, it's called the clearly established prong. There's two parts to the clearly established prong. You have to inform the officer of the rights he's violating, and he has to know that he's purposely violating your rights. So what goes around the clearly established prong? Invoking your rights. Invoking your rights goes around the clearly established prong. If the cop comes up to your car and you state, I invoke my First Amendment right to film, and then in the blue is the law, that is upheld by the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver, upholds your First Amendment right to film police, and the cop says you can't film me and takes the phone out of your hand, you have now gone around the clearly established prong. You showed him which right you were invoking, you showed him the law, and then he took your phone out of your hand anyway. That's a First Amendment violation. You can sue him. Number two, cops approaches and states alleged infraction or questions you. While filming, you state, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It's on your Fifth Amendment cop card. It's also on your trifold. And now you've established that you're invoking your Fifth Amendment right. You have to say which right he's violating. Cop has to know what he's doing is wrong. The First Amendment and the Fifth Amendment have been ratified since 1793. That means that you can sue them for violating your rights. You have to have the literature on the piece of paper or on the card. You have to have your camera film it, and you have to say, I invoke my First Amendment right. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I invoke my Fourth Amendment right. I do not consent to searches or seizures. That goes around qualified immunity. If you get a trifold from my website, I will mail you the Fifth Amendment cop card for free. I've got a couple thousand of these. They don't do me any good sitting here. I sell them for $30. You buy a $9 digital trifold, I'll mail you this for free. We're splitting the money. You're covering the costs of this for me so I can get this out into the public so you can show your friends and family I got a Fifth Amendment cop card. You tell everybody I use the Fifth Amendment cop card. We have to collectively as a group assemble and invoke our Fifth Amendment right. Go to my website right now and get one of these. If you can't afford one, hit the inquiry form and say, I can't afford it. I'll give it to you for free. You got to print it out yourself. You got to get it laminated yourself. The only difference between this card is I laminated this one myself and this one was printed in a professional print shop. It's like a credit card. The only difference is this one I laminated myself. If you can't afford it, I'll give it to you for nothing. It doesn't cost you a penny. I'm just saying. It won't cost you a penny.
He lies. He laughs about it and says her life is of no consequence. Fuck him.
Yes. Yes. Let's go back and get.
Go look it up at Seattle. And the guy goes, her life was of no consequence. Just write her a check for $11,000. What a callous son of a bitch. Not only that, he lies. Go look it up in YouTube. He lies. He laughs about it and says her life is of no consequence. Fuck him.
I agree.
This is what the mindset of police officers. They're not taught to be friendly or help you anymore. You know, you need to go home. They would have put you in the car, drive you home. If you didn't have enough money, they would probably paid for it. Not today. They want to shoot your ass and murder you.
Exactly correct, Utah Defender. Exactly correct, sir.
Over pulling you over for no license plate on your car.
That's right. That's right. He's nailing it. That's why I showed his video. He's nailing the truth. He's saying the truth. The truth cannot be contained. It cannot be denied. It is the leap that will live. The truth always comes out. This man is spitting the truth.
And hey, dumbass, you stupid ass Rollins. This is not about a gun. This is about murder.
Yes.
Murdering one of our children.
Yes.
You are a worthless piece of shit, and so is Inchowski and every one of these officers.
Yep.
I hope you commit suicide thinking about this. I just hope that it overwhelms you, that you murdered a good person way better than all of you put together. Yes. Inchowski and and Rollins and Butcher and Carey and Jacobson and Chin and Ganowski, or however the hell you say your name, and whoever else I forgot. You're a worthless piece of crap.
Yeah, you got that.
What a miserable human beings you are. You hurt people's lives.
That's right.
You murder our children.
That's right.
We should be up in arms in it. We must do away with police qualified immunity. I explained it to you. And allowing the lying sons of bitches who call themselves internal affairs to continue investigating police murders.
That's right.
We must turn grand juries. We must have grand juries of citizens of where that happens, the murders, to investigate these murders. I'm telling you, they're not going to get a free pass. That whoever came up with the idea, they're a brilliant, evil son of a bitch. Let's have internal affairs, because you know what? Citizens don't know enough. You know, how many times have you heard politicians go, do you think the citizens get it? We know more than you, dumbass. We voted for you. I'm outraged. I can't tell you the anger of it. I'm only saying this. I'm not ever going to do it. I like to have my gun and have these sons of bitches in front of me. But you can't do that.
No.
These guys, all of them, deserve the death penalty, and these judges are pieces of human shit.
Nailing it. Just absolutely nailing it. The judges in our country are such dog shit. It's unbelievable.
That judge us. They think because they have their little tin badge and their gun, they can shoot us to death. And then because I wear a robe, I'm God. You can't touch me in my courtroom.
That's the 1951 case of Tenney versus Brandoff, Tenney Brandhove, which gives judges immunity.
I can tell you whatever to do. I can tell you sit down, move up, do jumping jacks.
Yep, he's right.
I don't want to be you when your life is over. You guys, like I said in my last video,
you're going to burn in hell.
Heavenly Father's going to judge you guys.
Oh, yeah, you bet. I think so, too.
I wouldn't want to be any of you guys, because in this one case, if this just happens in this one case, as it has in a guy named Hanson that was shot to death by Salt Lake City Police Department, and they didn't find a weapon. And then the kid had a sword, and they shot him to death. And then you have, watch the videos. You'll be shocked. Patrick Harmon running down a sidewalk, and they shoot him in the back and tase him. Are you kidding me? That's murder. If you're so afraid to do your job, don't be a police officer.
There you go. There you go.
And I did your job, you dumbass. And you guys, judges, geez, people, you've got their names. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
And join us in these marches that we're going to do, the protests that we're going to do. We need people to come out. I'm sorry this wasn't exciting. I know people will say, oh, you already talked about it. I've tried to put it all into one so that you had it all on there and you knew a little bit more behind the grounds, because they were intimidating and frightening this family. They had to write declarations that if they ended up dead, it wasn't because of natural causes. Evidently, the Farmington Police Department, they're alleging, were after him. And it proves it, because Chase Ellen's dead.
Yeah.
And like I said, they pushed him back in the car so he could get out, and then they opened fire.
That's right.
There was no reason to do that.
No.
He complied with, if you watch those videos, all the news medias, that's another problem.
Right.
You stinking pieces of crap in the news media. Yeah. You're not even telling us that the internal affairs thing is done. You didn't tell us on April 20th, all these sons of bitches went out on the streets among us. But you could, if it bleeds, man, you want it there, don't you? And then you lie. You just parrot everything these dumbasses say. Eric Johnson is a sorry son of a bitch.
Nailing it.
He's a short, bald-headed piece of crap.
Yeah.
And Justin Butcher is too. I'm sorry, he's a fellow serviceman. He must have PTSD or he's insane. He's an idiot. I'd love to line up for a firing squad to get rid of his ass if he's found guilty. I'd love to do that. Anyway, that's where we're at, and all the other ones too, because they're all culpable of first-degree murder.
Yeah.
I don't care if they had a badge or not. In this case, they were hunting the family. Already proved it. The family will prove it in court too. And we're paying for the lawsuit on these guys. That's why you got to get aware of. If you get anything out of this video, they murdered Chase Allen.
Has that lawsuit been filed? Has the lawsuit been filed, Mr. Utah Defender? Have they filed the lawsuit? Have they found the lawyer? Because I help fund a lot of different things. Well, I say let me take that away. We help fund a lot of things on this channel. We have funded, 20 people, 30 people. Really funded. We funded one guy's wheelchair that he still hasn't gotten yet. We funded a woman's rent 2 months in a row. We funded people's several times. We have funded so many things on this channel. So many of you, when I do a fundraiser, pull your wallet out and donate. If there was a GoFundMe for this where I could direct all the funds to go, I'll collect them all, or we put them directly in the GoFundMe first and we'll put it right in there. Team DLZ all the way. We'll help fund this. We'll help fund the lawsuit. That shouldn't be too hard. That shouldn't be too hard.
They were hunting him around in the family and the whole family. He never pulled his gun out, And as sure as I have a testimony of Jesus Christ, and I swear because of my military background and stuff, and I always said there's a place for swearing. I was converted by the Book of Mormon. I wasn't converted by missionaries. I read it. I'm 8% South and Central American Indian, so it spoke to me. The Holy Ghost did. I worked in the temple for 2 years. I've done tons of genealogy, and I'm here to tell you,
God bless you,
that I know for a fact from Heavenly Father, he never pulled his gun out. And Heavenly Father has put me as a mission to do this. I may not be doing it kosher like he wants me to, but I'm a human being and I have emotions. And these guys killed him. And the one last thing for the judges and the police, God is going to have your ass when you die.
I hope so.
You're going to pay for this.
I hope so.
I don't want to be you.
Yeah.
I have enough of my own problems.
Yeah.
But not like this. And you people in Davis, in Utah, we live in a corrupt police state that murders us.
Yeah.
And they get away with it. You guys don't do nothing about it.
Nothing.
They're shot and killed all around us. You just go to and from work. You're not doing nothing. And then one day your child's going to be pulled over and murdered. And then you're going to go through what Diane Allen is. Let's end this crap and do something about it. Let's put things into proper perspective and get things working the way they should. Get rid of qualified immunity.
It's actually Terry versus Ohio. Qualified immunities after someone's been hurt or killed. But I do understand what he's saying here.
Have grand juries investigate the police, not them investigating themselves.
No, the grand jury is led by the district attorney who works with police day in and day out. Day in and day out, the police work with. So every time you see a district attorney, they've sat down with cops that day or in the last day or two. They take phone calls and meetings with the cops. The cops call district attorneys backup. That's what they call them. That's what they call them. They call them backup. So he's saying everything that's correct. It's just the qualified immunity is the only thing that will shield them from the wrongful death case, and they won't have to pay out of their own pockets. However, it is important. I just want people to understand something. It's Terry versus Ohio by like 100 miles, and then it's qualified immunity. Qualified immunity doesn't come in until after some damage has been done. Terry versus Ohio enters into the lives of your life immediately based on suspicion. So yeah, let him finish what he's saying here.
That is corrupt in itself. I'm trying to think of the word that they use for that. It's a little self-serving, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's up to you.
That's the end. So there it is right there. Pistol P Rex, what's going on, my friend? How you doing, Pistol P Rex? Utah Defender, thank you for coming. Utah Defender was here for a lot of this video. I hope that everybody gets over to his channel. I dropped the link down in the description. You're welcome, Utah Defender. Appreciate your rant, dude. It's so spot on. And Utah, be in touch with me. Shoot me an email. Go to the inquiry form on Delete Laws or deletelaws@gmail and shoot me an email and let me know if they've hired a attorney to sue. If we need to fund that, because I'll do a fundraiser for it. And let's get this family some help. Everybody get over to Utah Defender. You guys, mods, can drop his link down in the comments. I already did. I could do it again. I'll drop it in there one more time.
Ellen pulled out a gun to murder the police officer. Ellen pulled out a gun.
So here's his link right here to Utah Defender. Get over there and subscribe. And if this man holds a protest or a rally or needs a fundraiser for the family to raise money to sue these jackboot thug pigs, I'd be more than happy to throw my hat in the ring and help out any way that I can do. And I'm often in Nevada. I'm not far from Salt Lake, so I can get up there. It's only 6 or 7 hour drive. I don't mind driving up there to help. I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it. Shake it out. Ooh. Shake it out. This was tough. This was tough. Excellent video, Utah Defender. Absolutely excellent. That was tough. That was tough. Listen, I'm giving these away. Like, I wish I could just give them all away for free right this second, but I put $6,000 into them. So I can't. I got to try to recoup my funds. But if you get anything from my site, get the $9 thing and then get this, put in your stocking, put it a stocking stuffer for somebody. If they hate cops as much as Utah Defender and I do, they're going to love it. I'll lower the prices to $5 if I have to, because my cost is around $6. So I'll lower my cost on maybe one product so I can get these into people's hands. I know everybody's holding their money right now for Christmas and for Thanksgiving. And it's not so much that I want you to spend your money. I want these in people's, in their hands. So a couple people emailed me today and asked me for these for free. Publicly, I'm going to say no, but yeah, I already put your address down. So I'm shipping them to you. So, these have got to get out into the public. People have to have these Fifth Amendment cop cards. They absolutely have to have them. It's a step-by-step tutorial. This is the non-driver card. So the non-driver card walks you through a series of steps. Number one, you see a cop citing, you start filming. You say, I invoke my First Amendment right. First Amendment right to film cops is upheld by Turner versus Driver. Cop approaches you as you're on your feet or you're in the backseat of a car and says any words at all. You say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. So qualified immunity definitely matters, but you can get their qualified immunity for even questioning you. Cop says to exit the vehicle. Exit and state, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I do not consent to searches or seizures. It's a step-by-step tutorial. And I want to get these to as many people as I possibly can. Cop demands ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as a good citizen. No ID is required. This will stop you from having to give your ID to one of those jackboot thug pigs. You get anything from my website, I'll give you a Fifth Amendment cop card for free. It'll offset my costs so I can do it, so I can give it away for free. That includes the $9 digital one, or you can get this one at deletelaws.com. I hate that this is my business. I hate it. I wish this was not my business. I'm one hell of a good salesman. I can sell anything. I don't want to sell anything else. There's nothing else I want to put my name, my face, my reputation, my brand behind. There's nothing else I want to do. You guys notice I don't do, if you watch a lot of big channels, this is a pretty big channel now because of you guys, because there's so many people. And you notice I don't say, hey, welcome to Delete Laws. Just real quick, a word from our sponsors, Envelopes Are Us. If you go to Envelopes Are Us, they'll give you a 15% discount if you use the code Delete Laws. You notice I don't do that? I get hit up every single day and they say, hey man, do you want to do this? Hey, do you want to sell this? No, I don't. I don't. And I won't. You guys can stop asking me. You guys who are watching my channel who are like, oh, I got this and maybe Chille will sell it. I won't. I don't care. I'm not going to be a millionaire. That's never going to happen. I'm not going to be rich. I'm not going to live on a yacht. I'm never going to retire ever. I'm not interested in retiring. So even if you did offer me $10 million, I would just use it for the greater good to change this country. I don't care. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about getting laid. I don't care about going out on the town. I don't care about a party. I have to break away for family. And I love my nephews and my niece so much. It's unbelievable. I love them. You can't even imagine. You have to pry me away to get me to do anything else. I'll go to the gym and I work, and that's what I do. And I'm not interested in selling anybody's product. I'm not interested. You get this broccoli wad rubber band with your printed trifold, but I'm not selling broccoli wad rubber bands. I put them in the envelope for free. So this is what I care the absolute most about. I care about you the absolute most. I wish I didn't. I actually wish that I did not. I wish I did not. I wish I did not care so much. It would be a lot easier. My blood pressure is down, still under 130. I told you I quit salt. I did a little sugar this last weekend with my friends. I wish I hadn't done some sugar, but I still have stayed off the caffeine. My blood pressure is lowered. You know, my blood pressure is down. Yeah, Chris, it's not, I mean, you could call it integrity, but it's more than that. It's purpose. It's purpose. You know, I hear people say things about me, you know what I'm saying? And I had no choice but to watch this channel where this person was saying these things about me, and they're calculating up the math and they're going, oh, well, Chille sells this many trifolds. I mean, he's making like a few $1,000s a month. Like, why would he like squat in his studio? And why would he like only go to the gym and back? That's called purpose, buddy. That's called when you have a mission. Who gives a shit about some fancy apartment or some fancy house? Who cares? I don't care about those things. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need the newest toaster. When the new iPhone comes out, oh, I need the new iPhone. I don't care. I care about what I care about. Everything else to me is far, far, far down the list. I don't care about new clothes. I don't care about the latest hairdo. I don't care about fancy glasses. I don't care. I care that you learn from me how to use touchdown position. I care that you have the trifold up in your visor. I care that you have your license registration put together. I'll sit here and talk about this with you all day long. All day. We'll talk about it all day, twice on Tuesday. I'll give away anybody this card. You buy anything from me so that I don't have to eat the cost and I can keep the wheels on the car. I'll give it to you for free. I don't care about your money. I need enough to get by. Nothing else matters to me. This is my purpose. This is my mission. I will never, ever quit. Never. You will turn this on. I'll be kicked off YouTube. I'll be on some other, ZooTube channel in 2 years, and I'll be there. But I don't care about anything else. Nothing else drives me. I don't care. I mean, it would be nice to have a girlfriend now and then. She's going to go crazy. I'm going to drive her nuts. Constantly working, not wanting to go out, don't go to social events, don't go to dances, don't do anything. She's going to be like, dude, all you do is work. Yeah, that's why I didn't pursue you. You called me, baby. I didn't pursue you at all. You called me. I'm like, yeah, I would love some love. I can't even tell you the technique I use because if I did, some people might think I'm gross. But I don't care. This is watching Utah Defender. That's what I care about. I care about Chase Allen. I care about his family. I care that they have the money for their attorney. That's what I care about. I care about teaching constitutional law scholar that I've been working on for months, doing the same thing for months. That's what I care about. So I'm going to focus on what I care about is what I'm going to do. You guys want to laugh? You guys want to laugh? Should we have a laugh together? Should we take a laugh? You guys ready for a laugh? Should we have a laugh? Let's have a laugh together, okay? Let's share a laugh together. You guys want? We're gonna come back to this guy's video, but I saw this the other day and I thought this was so hilarious, and so I wanted to let's have a laugh together. Let's watch this really, really funny video that I saw the other day. I literally laughed my butt off. Like, it was so funny. And so because this was so funny, I want to share this with you guys. 1 second. Let me open this big for you. So this is teachers in 1975. This shows you how desensitized we are to the world. This is absolutely hilarious. If you guys want to laugh your booty off, this is, I'll show you what this is. You're welcome, Utah Defender. Thanks for coming, brother. Yeet, 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 yeet. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Victor. So this is students react to handsome teacher in 1965. Before you constantly saw good-looking people everywhere and they talked to you and they were friendly or not, this is what the students reacted to seeing a good-looking teacher in 1965.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Hi, I'm Mr. Dressler. Who are you?
Josephine Cushingiana.
Josephine?
John Cohen.
John, how are you? John and Josephine, we're organizing a new social studies class here. And I wanted to talk to you all before we did that. I'd like to know whether girls would like to be in my class. Would you enjoy being in the class with me? Thank you, Mr. Wayne. Will you all bear with me? Can you have patience just a second? Let me answer this. I'll be right back.
Tony, I've never seen her. My eyes are. Like the whole girl's like, young too. He must be at least around 24.
Oh, well.
Hi.
How are you all?
Okay.
Good to see you. My name is Mr. Dressler.
I'm
What are your names?
Rosa.
Rosa?
Mimi.
And Mimi. How are you?
Huh?
How are you all today?
Okay.
Do you mind me taking you out of class?
No.
Would you mind being in my class?
No. At least I'm with Mimi.
Thank you, Mr.
And then they call him out for a call because they got a hidden camera.
Yeah. I'm gonna have funny candy girls like this. Oh, it's a nice. Oh, you're so cool.
I got your email, Joseph.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Would you all excuse me one minute?
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'll be right back.
All right. Bye. Take it. It's a major subject. You have to take it anyway. You can imagine a teacher like that.
And it's the same type of situation, except now boys are at the table, and they're going to meet their pretty new teacher, and here she is. And after she leaves, we'll see the reaction.
Hi. What's your name? Charles Berger. Hi, nice to meet you. Joe Paul. Nice to meet you. My name is Miss Darling, and I'm going to be a new teacher in social studies. That's good? Yes, so.
You're wanted on the phone, Miss Darling. Would you follow me, please?
Oh, would you wait here for me a couple of minutes? I'll be right back.
This transfer, I was crap. I didn't want to transfer when he mentioned it, but now I do.
Oh, would you wait here a couple of minutes, okay? Thank you. Oh, could you just wait a couple of minutes?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Holy mackerel.
Wow.
All right. All right. That was a good time. That was a good time. Sorry about that. I just wanted to take a second and kind of laugh together for just a minute, because you guys know we cover a lot of really, really heavy stuff on this channel, and I just wanted to take a second and laugh. It was funny. But you know, I started to watch this video the other day right here, and as I started to watch it, I turned it off immediately. I watched like 10 seconds. I was like, no, wait, I'm going to watch it with Team DLZ here. I want to watch it together. This is, I mean, I guess this is kind of how I respond to cops in the first couple minutes. I'm not sure how he handles himself after a short period of time, but I wanted to share with you guys this video. And this is spot on for how people actually feel about the cops today.
Hi. Hi. Officer Goldenberg, report police. The reason I tried to stop you is the speed limit here is 50 and you were going 72. Okay. So was everyone else around me, but... No, you were catching up to the vehicles that you got up to by the light. The ones that were with me were going... There wasn't anybody with you. You passed a pickup truck. Do you have a driver's license proof of insurance, please? You were passing a pickup truck when you passed me. There were cars with me. They apparently saw you before I did and slowed down. Is there a reason that you didn't pull over when I... Where was I going to pull over with all the traffic? Okay, I'll take your driver's license proof of insurance, please. I mean, why? What does the law say when... wait to turn the fucking lights on? I turned the lights... Right here I turned the lights on at the light. Right? No, yes, I did. Bullshit, I have video. Dude. Give me your license, please. Show me the video. Give me your license, please. You want to be a lying piece of shit.
Okay, so... You know, I enjoy it because I'm a man and I can't stand these jackboot thug pigs, but your license, registration, and proof of insurance goes above your visor. You do not engage with the jackboot thug pig who wants to shoot you. He wants to kill you. He believes he's righteous in killing you. Your trifold and your information goes in your visor. I sent you this fancy broccoli wad rubber band with your order when you got the trifold. If you didn't get it from me and you got it for free and I emailed it to you, then you go get your own fancy ass broccoli wad rubber band. And you saw how the cop started to lose his cool once he started to argue. The cop got mad too. No, I was... You heard him, right? So we know that you cannot engage with them because they can shoot you and you can't shoot back. You know, I mean, look, when the time comes and that happens, you know, I'm going to duck, but you know, that time is not here. Right now, we're still using assembly, petition, press. That's what we're using. Petition, speech, assembly, petition, press. We're using those 4. Your trifold goes here. You don't do what this guy just did. You don't do any of this.
Police. The reason I tried to stop you is the speed limit here. Hi, Officer Gold.
So he starts off by breaking the rule. We don't say hi to jackboot thug pigs. They're not our friends. We don't say hi. We just look at them like they're stupid.
Hi. Hi, Officer Goldenberg, report police. The reason I tried to stop you is the speed limit here is 50 and you were going 72. Okay.
He said, okay. You don't say okay.
So is everyone else around me, but
No. Here's my license, registration, proof of insurance. I invoke my 5th Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you do it. That's the way we do it here.
no, you were catching up to the vehicles that you got up to by the light.
The ones that were with me were going.
There wasn't anybody with
The ones that, and then now they're arguing.
you. You passed a pickup truck. Do you have a driver's license, proof of insurance?
Now he's saying I was with the pickup that passed me, that passed you, and he's splitting hairs with the pig. His goal is to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money, and he's trying to argue.
Insurance, please. You were passing a pickup truck when you passed me.
There were cars with me. They apparently saw you before I did.
Which is probably true. But now listen to how excited the cop gets. Listen to his voice change like he's going through puberty.
Is there a reason that you didn't pull over when I...
Where was I going to pull over with all the traffic?
Okay, I'll take your driver's license, proof of insurance, please.
I mean, why?
What does the law say when...
wait to turn the fucking lights on?
I turned the lights... I turned the lights on at the...
No, I turned the lights on. Listen, that jackboot thug pig is trying to arrest you. His goal is to arrest you. His goal is to give you a ticket. His goal is to shoot you eventually. And how can you not believe it? We're watching the videos where they're shooting people. You're seeing it. I'm not just hyperbole here. It's real.
Light.
Right? No,
yes, I did.
Bullshit.
I have... Okay, I'll take your driver's license, proof of insurance.
Okay, I'll take your driver's license, proof of insurance. Now, he's supposed to be the reasonable officer on the scene.
I mean, why?
What does the law say when...
wait to turn the fucking lights on?
I turned the lights... I turned the lights on at the light.
Right? No,
yes, I did.
Bullshit,
I have video.
Dude.
Give me your
Bullshit.
license, please.
Show me the video.
Give me your license,
You want to
please.
be a lying piece of shit.
I'll show it to you at court.
You saw the cop escalate it. You saw him raise his voice up. You saw the cop lose his composure over getting pushback because none of us want to pay money to the state for no reason. None of us want to do it. Not a single one of us wants to do it.
Right? No,
yes, I did. I
No,
have video.
yes, I did.
Give me your
Bullshit.
license,
Show me
please.
the video.
Give me your license,
You want to be
please.
a lying piece of shit.
He is.
I'll show it to you at court.
Yeah, but I won't be in court.
And your proof of insurance, please.
Joseph P. Joseph P.
Howard Chicken, motherfuckers.
This is expired. Do you have a current one, sir?
I don't know, dude. I mean,
He has an expired insurance card. How many times have we seen that?
aren't you supposed to wait till it's safe to pull over, or should I pull over in all that fucking traffic?
The law states that when lights and
When it's
siren are
safe.
prior to you, you are to yield to the right, slow down, and stop.
I did.
Okay.
When the lights came on.
Sure. Do you have a current proof of insurance?
Keep starting shit, dude.
He's reaching across the car into a dark glove box. Listen, let's make it a contest, okay? Whoever orders anything from my website, I'm sending you the 5th Amendment cop card for free. Whoever orders next, anything, I'll get a cheaper item on there for you guys. I'll get the covered. I'll get a cheaper item on there. I'll get an item that's just enough to cover my cost of this 5th Amendment cop card. I'll do it tomorrow. So anybody who orders anything from my site, the next person gets a free 5th Amendment cop car, driver and non-driver. We got to get these out into the public. Anybody wants a trifold, email me now. I'll send it over to you for free. Let's get this out into the public as quickly as we possibly can.
And yes, I do have a current one. I just don't stop. I did. Okay.
So it's tumultuous. They're not agreeing. They're having a back and forth. And then what happens?
When the lights came on. Sir, do you have a current proof of insurance? Keep starting shit, dude.
And he says you want to start shit as he's reaching into his dark hole of a glove box. Real smart.
And yes, I do have a current one. I just don't know where the fuck it is.
He's not prepared. I'm trying to get you guys to be prepared. Don't let this pig put you in this position.
Shit with fucking cops. I pay your fucking salary.
Exactly. Is this not how we all feel? Listen to what he says.
Motherfucking piece of shit with fucking cops.
Yes.
I pay your fucking salary.
Yes.
You can sit there and fucking lie to me.
Yes, he is. He's a lying pig.
This makes a lot of sense. Holy shit, was it dangerous? Was I causing fucking somebody to be in danger?
No, that's not the point. They just want to steal your money.
Was that?
Is there by speeding you were? Yes. Is there?
No, I wasn't.
Is there a reason you're so upset today, sir?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Okay,
There it
you
is.
Can have this back.
There it is. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
No, I wasn't.
Is there a reason you're so upset today, sir?
Because you're a piece of shit.
There it is. Let me put my 1 in the chat real quick. Let me put my 1. 1. Yes, the pig is a piece of shit. There it is. I put my comp. What happened there? What? Oh. Okay, there it is. My comment went through finally. Thank you for allowing me to post that.
Okay, you can have this back. Stay in the vehicle. I'll be back with you in just a minute.
He's taking the money out of the man's pocket when there's no victim.
Mr. Cruz.
Yep.
It's a phone number for you, sir.
No. 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 You are not giving the pigs your phone number. I should have had it on here, but I have everything else on there. Use the address on my ID. I do have it on there. I'll give no additional information. It's right there. It says right there. I'll give no additional info. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me if I drink, if I have a gun. I'll take no tests, no surgeries. Use the address on my ID. What's my phone number? I'll give no additional information. Have I ever told you? Have I ever advised you? Have I ever worked with you? Have I ever assisted you or in any way, shape, or form worked as an advocate for you where I said for you to give the cops your phone number? You're welcome, no name. I just sent off in the background, just in case you guys didn't know, I sent off another 20 free trifolds, free Fifth Amendment cop cards just now. Just now, when you guys were watching that video, I was in the background clicking. 20 more people got trifolds. 20 more people got the Fifth Amendment cop card in their email address. Now, I sent that to you. You have to go get it laminated. It's a 2-inch by 3-inch card, the exact same size as your driver's license. I emailed this to you, to 24 of you just now. Don't leave this in your email address. Go to Kinko's, get it printed, and get it laminated. Then it'll be in your wallet for years if you don't lose your wallet. Get this laminated and get it put in your wallet. I didn't give this to you so that it could sit on your hard drive and you say, yeah, Chille gave me the Fifth Amendment cop card. Who cares? It doesn't matter if you don't have it in your wallet. If you put a piece of paper like this size in your wallet, it'll be crumpled paper. Laminate it, costs less than $1, and get it in your wallet. I never said to give cops your phone number. I never said that. I never said give cops your phone number. I never advised you in that way, ever. He's giving him his phone number. Why would he give him your phone number? For what? So he can text you?
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right. So you may not have realized it, okay, but I activated my lights coming through the intersection. Okay, back at Eastland.
You follow me past the intersection before you put your fucking lights on.
Okay. I need a signature here. It's not admission of guilt, just acknowledge of the ticket.
Just trying to come back here and lie some more. Why don't you go eat some more donuts there, Tubby?
I love this guy.
We'll fucking sit in your car and I'll fucking pay your salary and I'll pay for these fucking roads that I can't even fucking drive.
Right.
on.
Here's your copy of the ticket. Your court date is May 8th. You're required to appear 4:30
Send
p.m.
you a bill from my
Fort
time.
Park
You wanna
Mayor's
hold me
Court,
up?
sir.
Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit.
Drive carefully,
Go do
sir.
your fucking job.
Drive carefully.
Your real
Take care.
job.
The real job is to uphold our rights.
Good day, sir.
Send you a bill from my.
So, a couple things. Number one, the trifold is not laminated. It comes on indestructible paper, which is a certain kind of paper that you can wad up and spill stuff on and wipe off. Of course, you can destroy it if you try. It's not completely indestructible, but it'll last you for a few years. And then, secondly, if you guys need it, just email me and I'll email it to you. I don't ship the free trifolds because I can't afford to ship out to as many people as I give it away for free too. Hey, thanks, Anselmo. Appreciate you, man. I cannot print these up and ship them. The cost of shipping is $1.25 per envelope. I give away hundreds every day. Hundreds of these a day. I can't possibly ship them to you. If you think I'm a big meanie, go find a creator that gives away their products for free and tell them how mean they are. You won't find someone who gives it away for free. I do. So I want to be accommodating for you. I can't print it out for you and ship it to you. I can email it to you. You can print it out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Anyway. Hello from Germany. Good to see you, Germany. April's here. What's going on, April? Good to see you. JM, you got to email me, bro. Please send me the Fifth Amendment card, please. JM, you got to email me. You have to email me if you want it for free, and then I will email it to you back, and then you got to print it out, and it'll look like this instead of like this. The only difference between these two is this one's laminated at home. This one's like a pressed card, like a Visa, MasterCard, American Express. That's the only difference. Okay. All right. So I got a list of people who got free. I'm mailing off free. If you guys ordered anything at all from my website during this live stream, tomorrow I'm going to mail you this. Obviously, the post office is closed tomorrow. We have all of our shipments are out as of today. Everything is shipped. So I fixed the snafu at the print shop. It is totally fixed now. There is no more delay. I cannot be any more apologetic. I'm a mother. I am difficult. I'm difficult. I'm not agreeable. I don't just agree. I have to be convinced. And so when things don't get done properly, it's my fault. My factory and I have become a lot closer this week. We are very close now. We are really tight now. We are really tight. Because if you miss getting my orders shipped out, I freak out. I don't lose my cool ever, but if you ever hear me talking like this to you, that means I'm on the verge of never talking to you again because you have pushed me to my boundary. And today, when I talk to the factory, this is the voice that I used so that we could get through this difficult time to get the people their products. And so if you hear me talk like this, I'm really mad at this point because I do the opposite. I don't start screaming and yelling and all this. Like, if you ever heard that Chille started screaming and yelling at somebody. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's not how I am. If you make me really mad, this is the voice that you get. And we're probably not going to talk again after this. Because I don't think screaming and yelling is efficient. So today on the phone, I was like, well, I just want to make sure that everything was shipped immediately today. Last orders were shipped today. Oh, that's funny. Nobody cares. No one cares. Does nobody care? Could be true. Nobody could care. Nobody could care. But I do. I care. I care that you have the trifold in your car. I care that you have the Fifth Amendment cop card. And then I sent off this today too. I sent off, man, I don't know how many I sent these, but I mean, I sent them off with everything. So I sent off a bunch of these today too. I sent off a bunch of the posters. So tons and tons of them. Listen, I've been on for 3 hours almost. I will let you guys get the flock out of here. I will let you guys get the flock out of here and do what you're going to do. And thank you guys so much for coming. I super appreciate it. I super appreciate it. Collectively, we have to continue to assemble to build up a big enough movement where you're informing friends of family, these guys suck. Cops suck. The cops suck because Republicans and Democrats keep giving them our rights. I'm voting third party. I'm voting for Bobby Kennedy Jr. You guys are welcome to vote for Trump. Welcome to vote for Biden. I'm voting third party. It's time for a change. That's what I'm doing. I'm voting third party. So I'm voting for Bobby Kennedy. I'm not big on Bobby. It's not like I love Bobby Kennedy, but I'm voting third party. And it looks like for the first time in our history, we could have a third party emerge as the winner because Bobby Kennedy is beating Trump and beating Biden in a three-way race right now. So he's beating them both. And so I'm going to vote third party. I'm just so sick of it. Les Paul, what's going on, my friend? Deuces, what's going on? The chosen one. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, yeah. You're talking about Scott Price? The elite laws, Scott Price. So that I investigated something in Muskogee, Michigan. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Victor, happy Thanksgiving. Mark, nighty night, my friend. Adam, how are you, my friend? Dr. Donna. I definitely do. I care too, Dan. I'm with you. We're a couple caring souls over here. Luke, his self. Good to see you, my friend. Robin, how are you? You're not a meanie. You're great. Number one. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that, Tyrant Exposer. Thanks a lot. Means a lot. Means a lot. Mikey, Greg, Bruce, regular crew, April, good to see you guys. Jen was in here earlier. I didn't get to post any of Jen's comments up. Thanks for coming by, Jen. Paul was here today. Good to see you, Paul. Rip is in here. Brick is here as usual. What's going on, Brick? Kinetic Customs and Racing is here. The Tribe was here earlier. Chevy, what's going on? Big Cheese, how you doing? Good to see everybody. Good to see. Grateful Dabs is here. Thanks a lot, Grateful Dabs, for coming. Appreciate you. All right, listen, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Tomorrow, I'm going to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner. I may not be here. And then I'll probably go out just to make sure that there's, if they put DUI checkpoints up, that I go to those DUI checkpoint stops. I'm going to stop by a couple of DUI checkpoint stops tomorrow. So I could be live tomorrow night at a DUI checkpoint stop. Because what do we do in America for a holiday? We shut the whole place down, shut the stores down, and then the cops put up roadblocks for anybody who could be drinking and driving. That's America for you. Set up roadblocks. Thanksgiving Day, set up roadblocks. What is Thanksgiving? We should set up a roadblock. Let's try to put people in prison. All right. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.